let's kick it off here.
All right.
So a day passes since the Seagulls battled the 2 Guardian ships off the coast, headed out from Saltmarsh. To recap a little bit, you guys were on the trail of Drake after you found the information, kind of proving his association with the Sea Princes, and turns out that he had given some tea to Gellin Primwater, who in return was told to give it to Edda, the council member. He swears he didn't know that it was going to kill her, and she died. Long story short, Drake, muscled his way in, took over the town. Somehow he knew you guys were coming back after he so easily set you guys up. On your return back to town, you couldn't get a hold of him, but you did manage to arrest Gellin, and he is in the tower at Eleander's tower, waiting to be transported to the prison of Seaton. So you guys left quick as possible, tried to catch Drake, but a couple hours into your journey, you got intercepted by 2 Guardian ships, where one of them was capsized and the other one was set on fire. A few of the ships managed to get a couple ballista bolts into the Seagulls, but all in all, it was a pretty easy battle. In the end, you learned a little bit of information that Drake was headed west. He has a house in Carrington, as well as a hideout somewhere in the Sanctuary of Black Sands area, in an area known as the Archipelago of something or other.
Alta?
Is that the one?
Alta Archipelago?
Yeah, that's the one. Sure.
Yalta.
Yalta, yeah, it's right here. Yalta. So this is where we pick it up. So it's the next day. It's late morning. The weather is fair. The crew is in high spirits after their victory. While in the crew quarters, Bobby gathers the travelers and requests your presence on the upper deck. And you head up to the main deck, where several crew members are already leaning over the starboard railing, and they're looking at something in the water. You see a bunch of them pointing out, and a lot of whispers. As you guys all kind of approach, just figure out what the hell is going on, you see in the water a Kenku, a dark feathered humanoid, and a female human, a small child. They're clinging to a wooden plank that's floating in the water.
Oh shit.
Drop a couple ropes down. Maybe is our rowboat always like on the side, ready to drop?
You can't just be bringing strangers up onto the ship.
No, we'll just let the child drown. That's cool.
What the hell?
I'll tie off a rope, throw it over the side. Yeah, I guess if they need help, I'll climb down to help them up.
All right, so Vitoris jumps into action. Bobby the Schlub, he stands by, and he's like eagerly watching this scene unfold as you drop a line down in. You climb down and grab a hold of this plank and kind of like draw them into the ship. As you get closer, they are completely soaking wet, and they look like they've been haven't eaten in days or drank in days. As you pull them up, and the small girl, she's barely conscious at this point, and almost delirious. As you just kind of one hand pick her up and grab the Kenku and kind of help push him up onto the side of the ship, as the crew members kind of all lean down and aid you pulling him up onto board, up onto the main deck.
Snoddler will stand up and take out his gem of seeing and speak the command word and look at the 2 people with the gem of seeing.
All right.
What the hell is that?
I mean, you guys have seen this like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that, and I point at the
Sorry.
things he dragged aboard. That!
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn.
Okay, what about that?
One's a Kenku, and the adult's a Kenku, and the other one's a small human child, right?
Yeah, and even the Kenku, he's I guess you could consider him a male, but he's not very large.
Mm.
So possibly maybe they're both children.
But like as you do that, like the girl, she's like she's awake, but she's definitely out of it, and she looks up at everybody and just kind of looks nervous and scared, and you look over at the Kenku, and all of a sudden he like looks straight in your eyes, Vitoris, and he just says, like in this deep voice, like, "Get off of my boat, you monster!"
I just kind of look at him, kind of confused, like, no, this is my boat, our boat, our boat.
He says, "Get off of my boat, you monster!"
Did she explode or something?
Snoddlers intentionally laughs. Like, that's good.
I think you might be getting affected by drinking salt water and maybe a little too much sun. So,
What can I roll to know if I've heard of anything of this race before?
that's the issue. I know what's up with the race, but I don't think Vitoris would.
And that's my point. Like, I would have been studying, people on the surface, but I don't know to what extent, because this is not a common race. So, can I roll like history maybe, or?
Yeah, you go ahead and roll a history check to see what you can remember of in your studies. So it's good enough to know like the basics of these humanoid creatures, that they're flightless and they don't speak. They use hand gestures, and the only speaking they do is a mimicry of what they've heard in their life.
So Snoddlers puts away his gem and runs over and grabs his arm and splays it out and like starts like poking the flightless wing. Snoddlers has never seen one of these before.
Careful you don't. God, fuck! I just brain farted on a word.
Snoddlers gets it. Be careful I don't brain fart.
Anyway, while Stodler's doing that, I'll ask one of the crew to go get some water and food.
We don't have water and food to spare for strange people.
Wise thinking, Yuri.
So Yuri, Snoddlers is confused because we gave one guy like an entire keg of alcohol, right?
No, we didn't give that to him.
He stole my keg of alcohol.
Snoddlers, nope. Snoddlers remembers now. That's why he died. We're good.
Things are a bit chaotic here. Maybe.
I'm still holding onto the wing, like out. I guess I'm saying this like nonchalantly.
I don't know. Like, get a little food and water, and then we can talk about what happened to you two.
Snoddlers isn't sure that he'll be able to talk about what happened to both of them. As he like waves his arm.
Why? Because he has feathers?
I mean, if you look at the beak, it's a beak.
Yeah, but he just said, "Get off my ship, monsters."
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good do I think that explosion sound was in mimicking what the mimicker did?
Pretty good. It's definitely it was a 10. It sounded like a really good explosion.
All right, so I was like, no, I'm saying like Vitoris is copying of the mimicry.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to type
very subpar, right?
I have.
Yeah.
I'll have
All
you
right, so
know,
I like Vitoris. Snoddlers is not convinced that you speak this language. Like, you need to stop.
Vitoris has heard an explosion and can mimic it. Which, by the way, I think, did you miss that? We blew up one of the canisters. We can
Wait, what?
Oh
Canister?
yeah. So the one thing that they did while they were still on the island of the lighthouse there, they tested one of those canisters they got that were the canisters that the vampires were taking, that they were filling with energy, sucking.
I wasn't
energy like
here.
force.
I wasn't here for any of that stuff, so I barely know what these canisters are.
Okay, well they had a bunch in the bag of holding that. Like originally, the vampire had abducted Vitoris, and they were like sucking out his life force and putting it into these canisters for some reason. So the travelers have been dying to figure out what these do. So
And it's a grenade.
So they decided to like put one out. I forget what you guys did. Did you shoot something at it? Somehow you
Yeah, we tried to blow it up.
tried to blow it
Yeah,
up.
well, first Hector pulled the cap off, and it just like glowed blue energy pouring out of it. He put the cap back on, tossed it over in some rubble, and then I think he cast a spell at it, and it exploded.
Mm-hmm.
And it did, what was it, 66?
Yeah.
Fireball with extra steps.
kind of.
Minus fire. Would we know what kind of damage it was?
I took some, and it hurt.
I mean, was it like fire, force? It's more of
I think it was force.
it's
Yeah.
more of a gameplay question than it actually is.
Because I couldn't use absorb elements on it. I remember that. So.
Should have tried anyway. Just panic, cast everything you know. Absorb element, shield, all of it. So I feel that I would have done a decent explosion sound.
False. You can't speak the language. Sorry. DM already ruled it. Nope. So I'm going to. Snobblers takes the Kenku by the hand and drags the Kenku away from the girl, and is Vossen like standing there looking on?
Yeah, I'm assuming all of you guys, all the officers, the travelers, are all on deck.
All right. I'm going to walk by Vossen and try to get close and lean up to him and say, "Keep an eye on that girl."
Okay. I don't think she's moving. But what the hell is that?
At that point, too, you guys see her wake up like more like alert, and she stands up and she starts like coughing up some water, and she's like, hello, who are you? Where are my mom and dad?
Get the hell off our ship.
Ignore the dwarf.
How rude.
Yeah, be careful of that dog. He'll bite.
We don't know where your parents are. You were just in the middle of the ocean. Can you tell us where you came from?
Oh, I was on a ship with mom and dad from Liara.
What? Were you on like a passenger ship, warship?
Oh yes, it was a passenger ship. I was traveling with Boomer. He's my servant, and she points over at the Kenku.
How long were you guys floating?
It seems like years. I don't know.
Wait, are they ghosts?
I'm just a child. I don't have any concept of time.
How small is this child?
She's like a little girl.
It's like 6.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, I don't know why I was thinking older, like 10, 11.
Yeah, she's like a little kid with this Kenku. Well,
I think we should throw him over.
oh my dear God, no!
Ignore the dwarf. It's what we do.
Hey, Yuri, why don't you go down in the hold and get some food? Just fucking have some lunch.
I already sent one of the crew members down.
No, I mean for his own face.
Maybe.
He's so worried about food.
What happened to what happened to the ship?
Oh, it was horrible. These creatures that had scales and sharp teeth. They boarded the ship and poor Dad tried to fight them off, but I don't know what happened. I heard lots of screaming, me and Boomer we hid the best we could behind some crates.
How far away? I look at Hector. How far away is the air from here? Do you know?
A couple days.
On the path we're going, or backwards?
Path
From
we're
here,
going.
it's like 300 miles
All right.
in this direction, but also like kind of southwest of here.
Well, we have to go like around Liara to get to where we're going. Like we'll more than likely pass within sight of Liara.
Right.
That sounds awfully like the Salgan.
Yeah.
That it does. Are you from Liara?
Yes, that's where me and my family are from. My dog Rosie's still there.
What's your name?
My name is Sophie.
Do you have a last name?
Williams. Those are ugly boots, by the way.
These boots are awesome. Don't be jealous. Nobody likes jealous people.
Dad says only perverts have boots like that.
I see I think you and Yuri are gonna get along quite well once he gets to know you. Anyway. Where were you going? Where was the ship headed?
We were going to the big city. To Seaton.
Decent enough place.
I've never been there, but Father says it's a lovely place.
Were you just going for like vacation?
What I don't know what vacation is, but Father says he was going there for work.
How many people were aboard the ship?
Oh, I don't know, just my mom and my dad and Boomer and a few other servants, but I do know that those horrible creatures were ripping them to shreds. It was awful. I'm gonna need therapy after all of this.
You don't know what vacation is, but you know what therapy is?
Well, yeah, she's a female.
Oh.
Is he roboting to anyone else?
No.
No.
Fuck.
That's all on you.
I know.
Do you have other family in Liara?
Yeah, my Auntie Jane is there. She's watching after Rosie.
That's good. Wouldn't want to leave the dog alone.
So in the background, you hear Snarlers. He's talking to the Kenku, and the Kenku is just saying,
So, I would like to try to talk to it and actually like tell it to calm down and like actually, and then I would like to cast Detect Thoughts and try to actually like use that to try to help me understand the context, so that way I can actually see and get a better idea of surface thoughts and
with his emotions. So also do a performance check on top of that.
Yes, my perfect number, -1.
Yes. No, but by judging by what you're kind of picking up from his tone and his emotional state, you get a feeling that he is definitely nervous. He
Of anything in particular, which no additional data needs to be given?
He is nervous of just having to take care of his companion.
Understood.
And so you get the sense of relief that you guys actually saved them because they had been on the water for so long. But that's kind of the feeling you get from him. But when you're trying to calm him down by using your own like body language and stuff, you just look completely odd to him. So he's just like, "Get off my ship, you monsters! Get off my ship, you monsters!"
I'm sure he's learning all kinds of new fun words from the gnome.
At this point, I'm just trying to get the story, so I'm probably not talking too horrendously much. So do I get anything or any imagery or anything that lets me understand what monsters are or anything I don't remember. Does this actually
Let me look at it at the description. If you get
surface
images.
thoughts of the creature?
I know you get like emotions. I remember that.
Yeah, and I'm not probing deeper at this point. Like before the spell ends, I'd like to probe deeper, but right. Emotional state, something that looms large in its mind, something it worried over, loves, hates. That's if you probe.
He seems to be worried about monsters.
Yeah, so maybe you probably wouldn't without probing deeper and
It
like,
does-
I will before it ends, and I'll be telling him like, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help communicate. I'm trying to read your mind. And then at the end, I'd probe just so I could get as much as I could out of
I'm
the
not
minute.
sure if it's part of the probing, but it does say questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts. So this spell is particularly effective as part of an interrogation.
Right, and that's one reason why I wanted to cast it, and it's about a minute. So that way, as I'm trying to describe and get this data, I'm basically using this as an augment to the communication path, and then I would try to probe at the end. So basically, I'm using this as almost like an advantage on trying to understand what the hell's going on.
yeah, which makes sense. But like, because he's so vastly different, like you're having a hard time getting his like
That's fine.
surface thoughts. But
Yeah.
So do you want to probe deeper, or are you gonna?
If I would do the entire duration of the spell out of optimization, and then I would probe deeper. So I would basically have 1 minute of communication, whatever you deem acceptable, and then I would be probing.
Okay. He gets to make a save, doesn't
Wisdom save, DC 16.
he? All right.
You didn't warn him first?
No, I like I said, I would be like, I'm going to read your mind. I'm going to, like, if he wants to resist it, cool.
All right, let's see what he's got for wisdom.
Yes, 47.
He has a 10, so plus 0. So let's just see what he gets here. A little T20.
All right. It's like an 80% chance of success.
He rolls a 5. All right, so now I'm going to message you.
Yeah, please. Type.
You guys can still, carry on with. I can still multitask.
Also known as my interrogation's over. Continue talking to the girl.
I'll turn to Hector and everyone else here. I'm like, are we gonna drop her off in Liara?
Probably the best call. I don't love the idea of her being on here when we go face pirates. That seems super reckless.
Well, not only that, we're sailing right by it.
Yeah.
Then we can stop for supplies so Yuri doesn't starve to death.
Yeah. That's probably going to be our best bet. I didn't want to have to stop, but...
It's either that or kidnap a child and her servant.
Yeah, I'm not super fond of that either.
We'll drop you off one day, maybe. You might be an adult by the time we get there, but you'll get there.
Well, I suppose I could go home to see my Auntie Jane. And maybe father and mother will someday come back and save me.
From your aunt?
From the sea and this whole experience.
Mm-hmm.
She's never going to go in the ocean again the rest of her life.
Probably not.
She's going to move to the top of a mountain. Well,
From a DM, from a concurrency standpoint, can you let me know when I can try to rejoin? Because timeline bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't really have much else to ask or say because I don't think she's gonna. I mean, we could. I mean, the best we could do, depending on if we even know anything about Liara, or what port they left from, maybe the path to see if we can find anyone else. But I don't think we're going to. She can't even tell us how long she's been just floating. So I'd say get them some food, some water, give them a place to rest up, and have the crew keep an eye out just in case there's anyone else still alive. Although if it's the Haugen, I doubt it.
Yeah.
You fuckers are never gonna learn.
I'm sure the 6-year-old. I'm sure she's going to be the one to sink the Sea Ghost. It'll be her.
She's gonna stab everyone in their sleeps. Quick question, because I can't find this right off the bat. For anybody who's played a druid before, I know I can wild shape into elementals now. Does it take one or both of my wild shapes to do that?
I don't know. Let's look it up.
I want to say by normal, it's both. I think you can only do it once a day, but they made a whole bunch of random ass rules changes for that shit. So who knows?
I was gonna say I literally can't find it. I might just be blind.
Does it do it by a level?
Are you sure that's not for the a different circle that you're not, and that's why you can't find it? Because I think the shape shifting circle has the ability to do elements.
That might be it. I'll say because it is red. I'm trying to look at the. Oh, that's level 10. Never mind. I'm a dumbass. Yep, I can't do that anyway. Never mind.
No, yeah.
I will just go bird shape then. I want to see if I can fly up and see if I can't see any remnants of a shipwreck and relatively close to us.
Okay.
I don't want the ghost get too far behind, and I can only fly about as fast as it can. I think my fastest is 90 feet.
Yeah, so you can sail or fly at about the same speed as the Sea Ghost.
Sorry, I'm just gonna go giant eagle for now and fly up. I don't know, a couple 100 feet. See if I can't get a better view of what's out there.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check.
Mm-hmm. Giant eagle. Sorry, I can't find it. Nope. Sorry, every time I go to these eagle or the things, it's like weird. So it says I have keen sight, but I can't like click on the perception anywhere. I'll just do it this way.
Just roll 2 d20s. All right.
And then +4. So for 20 total.
Okay. So off to the south a little bit, like pretty close to where the ship is, you do see a bunch of similar like scattered planks and barrels and things like that floating in the water.
I'm sorry, how far?
It's probably, I don't know, like a half a mile away to the south. I'll just say you don't see any ship, but I guess you'd say you'd see the remnants of a shipwreck that was kind of floating towards the eastern shore.
Gotcha. Do I see anybody else, like any other survivors on there, or is it just like stuff?
Even with that 20, yeah, you don't see any survivors.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep flying, keep pace with the ship, and keep a scan out for the next, couple minutes, maybe 20, 30 minutes or so, and then I'll rejoin everybody else.
Okay, so at that point, Snodlers, you feel that your investigation, your interrogation is done, and the Kenku looks at you, and he kind of like does that weird like bird thing where he like cocks his head and kind of stares at you into your eyes, and he just says,
I would like to use minor illusion to create that same explosion sound back to him. Even though I know it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah, and he looks somewhat calmed, but he doesn't look like he's on the offensive. We'll put it that way.
So I'll try to convey stay here, and I'll tell him Snodlers wants you to stay here, and I put my hands on his arms and just kind of like briefly.
Yeah.
And I stand up with a level of vigor and turn towards the girl.
And she's about the same height as you, and she looks at you and she's like, "Oh, hello, wee man."
So I'm like across the ship, so I'd approach. That would occur. I'm gonna look at Vossen. Like, Vossen's not listening to talk to you.
Okay. I'll walk over, see what's up. What's up?
I'm gonna drag him as far away as I can.
Okay, what's up?
And now I'm gonna message you, so you guys can continue.
All right. So what are the rest of you guys doing? It's late afternoon. Like the crew feels like, all right, they all start like dispersing after this, and Bob the Schlub goes and gets some dry blankets and stuff, and he wraps up the little girl, and they give one to the Kenku, who just kind of like does like the dog shake thing, and he tries to shake out his feathers.
If we're done, I guess just like I said, get them some food, get them some water, place to rest, carry on.
All right, so you
got it.
Oh, go ahead.
You gotta at least put them to work.
No.
Like the last person you tried to make work on the ship.
I'm just going to stand over them, make sure they're, or watch over them, not stand over them. That'd be horrible.
Creep.
Yeah, exactly. Just go watch over them, make sure they're all right, and that they don't just like keel over.
Okay. All right. So you guys, escort them down to their bunks or whatever. So the sea goes.
Wait, them as in both of them.
Yeah, unless.
So Snarlers will constantly try to keep the Kenku away from the girl.
Okay. All right. So as that happens, like the Kenku, he's like adamant about going with the girl. So you hear him like.
But I won't fight it.
He just starts like squawking a little bit, and he.
I won't fight it then.
Off. All right. So you lead them downstairs to. So you guys have your own quarters. Let me see. It'll put you on this back on the ship map. There's a lot of maps up on here. All right, so the Seagull. So the crew members are in their own area compared to where the officers sleep. Like you guys have these rooms that are kind of behind the. I don't know what that part of that ship is called, but like there was like the captain's area, then the forward hold that had hammocks and things like that. This is where you guys sleep. Where the meeting room and like the general crew quarters are like in the second floor. So you bring them, the Kenku and the girl, into like the officer quarters, let's say. And the little girl just finds a hammock, which happens to be Yuri's, and she just like jumps up into the hammock and like snuggles in and makes herself comfortable. And the Kenku, he just kind of like sits on the floor next to the hammock, and she just looks up. She's like, "Thank you so very much."
It's not always glares.
You're welcome. And then I guess I'll head back upstairs, up the top deck, and keep the boat going.
All right, so basically, you guys are to go back to business as usual throughout the rest of the day. Is there anything else you want to do before it gets nightfall? I'm assuming you guys are just sailing, and there's going to be like multiple shifts. Different guys come up and take turns, back and forth with the crew.
Yeah, at some point we're gonna have to adjust course to go down to make way for Liara. It's not a big shift, but minor course adjustment.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna go try to like kind of skim by the northern shore or to the port of Liara. So Mayford Harbor is on the far east coast, that you would know.
Yeah.
So it depends if you want to, like, I guess I'm saying that before, like, if you want to try to bring her or them to, like, their destination.
Yeah. If we can find out exactly where they're at, we may have to do something different, but I think we're just gonna have to go for the harbor.
Okay.
That's the thing that makes the most sense at the moment, so.
All right.
Can I ask the little girl where she lives?
Oh, where I don't know my address, but I do live on Mockingbird Street.
I was thinking more along the lines of the city.
Oh, in the city? I live right in Mayford Harbor.
Okay.
Yeah, Father works for the shipwright guild, and he was thinking about taking a job in Seaton. The king is looking for his own shipbuilders. Daddy's a really good shipbuilder. So at that point, you guys just business as usual. You get your rest in. Everybody's doing their jobs. Vibe of the Schlub is he's looking like top form these days. Like he's actually slimming down.
I was gonna say eating for 3.
He's looking good. He's taking care of business. He's running the crew. He's got Mester, that guy that Vitoris hired, who's like his right hand man now. So like the ship is running great.
Nice. Yeah, actually, I did want to talk to Snodlers because I don't remember if he was there. But Snodlers, did you take any of the tea from what's his face, or I can't remember. From
Do you mean from the box of tea?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, Snodlers ate drank a shit ton of that.
Oh. And you're fine? Everything's good?
Honestly, Snodlers have been pooping more than normal.
Yeah.
Did you have some of Meglar's beef jerky?
That if it's the tea you got from Drake, it may potentially have been poisoned. Some of it.
So Snodlers digs in his bag and pulls out a tea bag, burlap tea bag that's like moderately large. Shakes it, and it's like probably 70% full. Snodlers remembers it in a box with a Griffin logo. Out of character, that's wrong, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I just see that for just a quick second, and I just want to cast.
Snodlers glares his eyes, and he's like, "You see with your eyes."
Fair enough. I just do do a quick cast and do detect poison and disease on it, and see if it's.
If he goes to reach for it, I'm shoving it all in my mouth.
Yeah, so Hector, it takes you a little bit as you kind of like focus on that as you just like awkwardly stand in front of Snodlers, but yeah, you don't detect anything poisonous from this tea.
Perfect.
But Snodlers has some other things that you should check, and he literally pulls out like 9 rations, some rope, pulls out like his bed roll, his water skin, just literally like anything that looks like it might be able to be edible. A thing of antitoxin. Snodlers, is this poison?
Definitely.
Ooh, wait. And then slyly sneaks out the nightshade stuff. Is this poison?
Oh, that's like all the alarms go off.
Oh, good. Snodlers thought it was. Puts it back in the bag. Puts it back in the bag right next to the Griffin bag.
The tea.
As long as you're...
Don't drink tea from Stadler's.
Yeah, right. Holy shit. Perfect. And then also, if you like one of these berries, I made them today.
Snodler's is fine.
All right. Just checking.
Check my shit for poison and try to feed Snodler's berries. It's gonna be sketchy as shit.
Listen.
Hey, is your food poisoned? Nah. Here, eat this berry.
Yeah, I'm gonna just eat mine, and if anybody else wants them, if not really get them back.
Snodler's has 9 rations. He's fine for now.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna go resupply anyway. But if anybody wants to try one out, it's a today only offer.
I feel like
What
you're
is
gonna
it?
push.
Good berry.
It's a berry
I'll
he really
take a
wants
good berry.
someone else wants to eat.
I had one. There's 9 left. If somebody wants one,
I'll take one.
if not, I just leave them. Like I'll offer them to people, and then I'll leave them like.
I said I'll take one.
Nice. I'll give Voss one, and I'll leave the other 8 in like a little like candy bowl.
Nice.
A single bite can serve an adult male for a full day. I had 3.
Babbage Slub comes over and just eats the rest of the bowl.
Those berries were good. Ugh.
All right, yeah. So it gets into nightfall now. You guys all kind of like find your spots. Snodlers and Vossen, I'm assuming that you guys are a little bit more suspicious, so you guys are kind of staying near the room.
Kenku?
The Kenku. So that night, you guys all return to your hammocks. Kolos, you're fast asleep, and you're having the most amazing dream. Excuse me. Of walking the walls of Trelor hand in hand with Sidonin. And you find yourself suddenly awake, and your eyes are open, and you see Sidonin standing next to your hammock. And she gives you a little smile. Then she turns her back to you and starts walking across the room and climbs into Yuri's hammock. You watch, and she kind of waves to you as she gets back out of the hammock and turns around and walks through the wall.
All right. Well, I get up and I go and check the hammock. That's Yuri's hammock.
All right. So as you look, nobody's in the hammock, but I do need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I get a +4 to that.
All right. So at that point, you start looking around as like you're just kind of confused. You don't see her. You don't know why she was there. And then your eyes adjust and you focus and you look at the opposite side of the room, kind of like where you just were, and you see Yuri sleeping in a different hammock. And all of a sudden you see Sidonin walk back into the room, and she climbs into Yuri's hammock, and you're kind of stopped, pause, looking for a minute. As you all of a sudden you see her kind of turn her head, look at you, and then she turns to Yuri and she just puts her lips up against Yuri's lips. And Yuri, at this point, you start waking up to see this beautiful Triton woman kissing you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Yuri.
Yuri's just gonna pull her down into the hammock with him.
He's like,
Yeah,
I don't need a save.
Natural 20. You're hard.
I'm probably going to need a
Ooh.
unarmed strike to be added to my attacks here.
There's a checkbox for that.
I'm not on.
Yeah,
D&D
I was just thinking
now.
that I think even in if you look up unarmed strike in the compendium, I think you should be able to drag an unarmed, like the search results, onto your character sheet.
I went over into my proficiencies.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. That should have worked. Anyway, so unarmed strike is just an attack roll, but your damage is your strength modifier +1. So where were we? So Yuri.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, you are kind of like wake up to this this beautiful woman who is just making out with you in your sleep, and all of a sudden you just feel these lips on you, but as you start realizing what's happening, you feel your life force being drained from your body, and you are going to take a little bit of damage here. I'm going to roll it. So you take 15 points of psychic damage, and as soon as that happens, all of a sudden you look into this this woman's face, and like you just feel your life force getting sucked out of your body. You look in her eyes, and you just see this like this fiery glow as she all of a sudden turns into this like ethereal, dull blue color. And again, she gets up and just kind of floats out of the room through the door. And Kolos, you see her fully awake now. And what do you want to do?
Do I see that her eyes glowed?
You don't see her eyes glow,
But she did go through the wall.
but she did just walk through the wall. Yeah. And here's what she was like: a solid body form, making out with Yuri, and then all of a sudden she gets up out of the hammock again, and she just turns into this like ghostly form and walks through the wall.
Alright. Which wall can I like follow her through? Like a doorway, obviously.
Yeah, you bust through the wall.
And next I'm in the ocean.
Kool-Aid Man.
Exactly.
Ooh, yeah. Kolos. Yeah, so you follow her into the next room. The adjoining room is another, what do you call it? Like a cruise room, like officer. We'll call it the officer room, right? So this is the room that as she walks into this room, or in through the wall, you walk around through the door, and this is the room that has Vossen and Snodlers in it. And as you kind of like walk around the corner and open the door, and you see her in this room, all of a sudden she just kind of like squats down. You see her just like go through the floor, and at that point, the same as the rest of the party, everybody that's in that room, you're just awakened now as Kolos runs in, and you see this like ghostly form of this woman, this Triton woman, sink down through the floor.
Snodler just says, "Old girlfriend,"
and goes back to bed.
You guys might want to get everybody up, and I want to like try to chase her through the ship. The next time I see her, also, I want to cast Divine Sense.
Yeah, so I'm assuming like you do this as you start like getting everybody up and start tracking her down, and you get this definitely this sensation of that there's this evil presence, and you can definitely tell it's coming from her. And at this point too, you turn back around to the room, and the Kenku, he busts through the door and runs downstairs.
Snodler follows the Kenku blindly.
So do I.
Oh shit. I cast Dark Vision on myself and follow.
All right. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Searching for
Pants.
the ghost lady.
Oh yeah, I don't have my armor on either, so I guess fuck it. I just roll it out.
Yeah, I don't have my armor. I don't have my sword. I don't have anything.
Snodler sleeps naked. Snodler also doesn't have his robe.
I have pants on at least.
He just has the top hat on.
The back brim's bent slightly.
All right, so you guys rush into action, running through the main quarters onto the main deck, and you rush downstairs to the crew quarters. As soon as you rush down there, you look and you see, or actually no, first before you even enter through the doorway, you hear these screams. And as you walk into the crew quarters, you see that this figure of Sidonin, the beautiful Triloran woman, has turned into this winged demon, and she's like squatting in the hammock of Mester, leaning over the top of him and just like ripping his intestines out of his body. And there's
So,
blood shooting all over the floor, and it's just this like graphic scene as you walk in the door, and she looks up at you, and she just has this smile on her face, and she kind of laughs a little bit.
I would like to initiative stuff.
All right, and as soon as you go running through the door, first Snothers, you feel this jab as something just stabs you right in the side as a blade. You can feel it puncture right into your ribs, and you look, and here's the Kenku was hiding behind the doorway. So we'll roll for initiative, and then I'll give you some damage. Let me put the initiative tracker up.
Why has it got to be my replacement?
Are you sad?
Yeah. Now we got to get a new one in Liara.
Well,
And I got to listen to Yuri bitch about that one.
I have Revivify, but I don't think I can fix the intestine problem.
No, they're gone. He's gone.
That's it. The next fucking straggler I see floating in the river, I'm just gonna put them out of their misery.
God,
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't go the Yuri route.
And don't worry, guys. I'll hire the next crewman.
That is what I'm worried about, actually.
We're fucked.
Oh, who do you think hired Bobby the Schlub?
Me and Hector.
True. That's
When
true.
Snothers ran through the room, I was behind him,
Yeah,
right?
you'd probably be second behind him, then followed up by Kolos.
So I saw the Kenku stab Snothers.
Yeah, you would have seen him stab him. Okay, so let's see here. Oh damn, they rolled some good initiative. All right, Snothers says you feel this blade just stick into you out of nowhere as he had this short sword hidden within his feathery feathers. He might not hit you. He's got advantage now, though, so it's a 19 because he's hidden. So you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, whatever. Thanks.
All right, so that brings up the Kenku's turn. So he, at this point, just ambushes and attacks Snothers again, drawing his short sword with a 9 to hit. So that's probably not going to hit even Snothers.
Snottler's negative 12.
Yeah, so... all right, so that brings up the woman who is ripping apart young Mester. She leaps off the bed, off the hammock, and just flies over to the next crew member, like toward the back of the room, and you hear just these claws, these like massive claws come out of her fingers, and she's just ripping people apart, and then you just hear them screaming. So that's going to be her action, and she's going to take out another. How many attacks does she get? She takes out another crew member, so you're down 2 crew members. Vitoris.
Not Bobby. Please, not Bobby.
No, Bobby's not the one. It was one of the red shirts.
This fight, we just would need to put a red shirt on everyone but Bobby. Where are they in relation to me?
So you probably are probably rushing behind. I mean, I think Kolos would have beat you guys because he was, alert the whole time. So you're probably rushing through the door. So in the doorway, you're behind Kolos and Vasen. So we could probably put them in this room. Like let's just kind of like makeshift. We'll just put a little kind of makeshift battle mat up here. Right. So like it kind of looks like this with Kolos. Where are you at?
Right up here.
Oh, you're up at the top. Yeah. So you would have been behind Vasen. Followed by Hector, Meglar. Yuri, where would you have been after getting seduced in bed?
Rubbing one out.
I was still in bed while everyone was
Whacking
running
off.
around.
All right, so you're probably like last to run in. You and Meglar were probably for the back.
Still trying to figure out what was going on.
Eglar just pretty much heard a scream and got curious to see what the hell was going on.
Yeah, 'cause at this point, like all hell just breaks loose in the middle of the ship in the middle of the night. It's just you hear crew members screaming and you hear this like growling from down below. So yeah, that's probably the scene that you could see as you are gonna try to rush by them or take a shot from out in the main deck.
Is this the door to in there?
Yeah, we'll say that. I guess that's the door. Yeah, because that would be the stairs just down there as well. So this guy would have been behind the door.
And this is the bottom deck, right?
Yeah. This is the crew's deck.
Oh, this should be. Try to shoot past 3 people.
It's fine.
It's not always looks forward to getting domed.
It's the worst that could happen.
Bonus action dash. I'll run into the room, shove my way past. And then maybe there. I don't know if I want to get close to her. I'll try to shoot her though.
All right. Go ahead
Come
and try to
on,
shoot
baby.
her. Yes. All right. So your crossbow instantly. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Aww.
Ah,
All right. So as you like rush in the room, like nervously fumbling, you kind of like drop the crossbow for a second, but you hold it up steady. Go ahead and take your second attack.
I can't. I use my bonus action to dash.
Oh yeah. Okay. So that's it for your
So
turn.
I pretty much ran in the room, and now I'm bait.
You're just like, oh no. He folds under pressure. Okay, Hector.
ah.
See, and you wanted me to take the shot across 3 people.
Oh, yeah, that would have been more so. Yeah.
At least you could have taken a second.
It's what
Well-
to shoot you guys. Another one, hit Kolos, and then Vasen.
Another one.
Another one. I'm gonna conjure animals at 4th level. Which I think gives me an additional. Oh, never mind, it doesn't. So I'm just gonna do 3rd level conjure animals, get 2 direwolves out, and one's gonna attack each one.
The direwolves are going to attack each other. That's,
Yes.
That's what I got out of that.
Fight Club.
Fight Club time. Oh, you got them. Okay, I was just putting them in there. We would have 4 direwolves in here.
Yeah, they're quite large. They're
Oh
probably
my
not
god!
fitting here super great, but
I'll also yell.
Not to mention that there's like 6 crew members in here as well. They're like, what
I
the
was-
fuck?
I just thought I was about, like, as I run in the room, I'm gonna scream, "Get the fuck out!"
do you want their own initiative or right after me?
You can put them right after you.
All right. I don't think I can put them in the initiative tracker.
It's fine. Just on your turn, do their actions.
Yeah,
Oh, that's you know what? Fair point. And then I
Weird.
will bonus action go use my wild shape to go chalice form. And then since these guys are going right after, we're gonna go 1-on-1. Let's go crazy fucking demon lady first.
Okay, that's a fail.
Dang it. And then we'll go the other guy next.
15 on the Kenku. It's gonna hit him for 5.
Nice. And he needs a DC 13 strength check or saving throw.
See, probably doesn't have a whole lot of strength, so 12.
Yay! He falls prone.
All right. All right, cool.
That's all I got.
All right, Megler, as you wake up, you got like some bed hair going on. What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm pretty much just gonna rush into the direction I hear all the screaming. Then I'm just gonna shove Vasen aside. Move it, you communist. Try it, bitch.
God.
Ah. And then I'm just gonna hop right over Snodlers.
I don't even think a hop is necessary. You can literally just probably walk over me.
Just a
Yeah,
step.
that too.
All right, so you rush into the room.
Yeah. And Megler just sees this weird lady, and then he yells, "Succubus!" And he is gonna rage because he doesn't like the idea that there's a succubus on board.
It's a good reason to rage.
Who the hell let the succubus on this ship?
The Taurus.
All right, and I am going to attack her with my greatsword.
All right. Nice.
Jesus.
Oh, thank God I did not roll for disadvantage.
Right, so 2 big old swings. And,
Oh, jeez. I didn't even mean to roll twice, but okay, there we go.
but yeah, you hit her twice as you see her kind of like flap the wings and kind of back up and screech, and she looks pretty hurt. That brings up Vasen, who is probably, his feelings are hurt a little bit from Megler.
Don't kill the Kenku. And I'll like jump on it and try to like restrain it on the ground.
The Kenku?
Yeah.
All right, yes, he's already on the ground being pinned down by the wolf.
Yeah, so I'll like jump on him and like put him in like a hold just to make sure he's not gonna go anywhere.
Step on his throat.
No. Huh. What do you want me to roll? Anything?
You can, you can roll a strength check with advantage to see how much you're helping the wolf hold him down. Yeah.
21. Well, I'm making sure he's not gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Also.
He's definitely not going anywhere.
And that's my turn.
All right. Yuri, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to run to the doorway. Look in, see 2 dire wolves in there, Meglar's big ass, Vasen.
You probably didn't even notice Snodlers.
No, I'm standing in the doorway looking right over Snodlers. And I'm not going in there. So I'm going to stand by the doorway, and if anything comes out, I'm going to hit it.
Looking forward to all of our fleeing people.
He's hitting all the crewmen.
Oh man, I killed so many guys.
All right. Go ahead, Carlos.
I got nothing. I want to dash back up to my room and try to just grab my sword.
Okay.
I don't know how far that is, and
It's probably gonna take all your movement, to get all the way up back upstairs, get to your room, get the sword.
I'll be.
And you could probably come back down at that point too,
Alright, so I'll just stand there.
All right. Right. So now there's.
The Kenkus, those scholars will go out and be like, the Kenku's just enslaved. Get this bitch. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Charisma save.
For who? The lady. DC
Wait,
16.
Hold on. I want to try. Oh, I have woe this time. I want to add a D6 to minus to her save.
D6 minus to her save. All right.
Oh.
Okay, so that's charisma. She has some.
It's going to be pretty freaking high.
She has some really high charisma. Yeah. So, it says an 18. So minus
17.
17.
Which means still succeeds.
Damn it!
Yeah, she has freaking 20 for charisma.
Oh yeah. No, I expected it. So with that, I'm going to summon my quill with my bonus action. That's my free action. I'm going to pull out my book and write in there, very briefly, demon ladies equals bad, and then close the book and put it back away.
Okay.
Quill's still out, though. Fuck yeah. And I'm also going to try to impose myself in between as much as I can the dire wolf and the Kenku. So I know that it's being pinned and stuff, but like I'm trying to literally make it very apparent that it's like not this one. I don't care if he's stabbing me.
Yeah, the Kenku, he's gonna go and he's just gonna try to stab Vossen in the foot with his sword at disadvantage. Bah! 13.
Miss.
Alright, so that brings her up. She is going to make Meglar make a wisdom saving throw.
Ready.
Awesome. So with that, Meglar, you hear a whisper come from her, and she just says to you, "Kill him now." So you need to go make 2 attacks at Snobblers.
Oh boy.
No, actually at Vossen, who's holding down the Kenku. That would make more sense.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Alrighty.
Time for your natural 20s. Alright, so Vossen, you're gonna get hit for 15 points of Meglar slashing damage.
Quick question. Is he supposed to do it now or on his turn? Just for clarification.
Let's see.
I'm not sure. I have no idea. I just wanted to check. 'Cause I know this stuff gets kind of weird.
It just says it obeys the command, so it's gonna be on her turn.
Oh,
because she's probably only gonna have one turn anyway. So.
Ah, motherfucker! Wrong person.
But I was told to attack you.
But don't.
She's so pretty.
Well, you got to make another
Yeah,
attack.
make your other attack.
Oh, I needed to make another. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Vossen, but not sorry at the same time.
Oh, jeez.
What a dick.
Ah, misses.
It didn't take her much to convince him. You should go attack that guy. Okay, I didn't use the spell yet. It's fine.
Okie dokie.
All right, so at that point, you see her kind of like turn this this blue ethereal glow to her, and she's going to get the F out of this room.
But I ran into the room.
And she says, "See you later, Vitoris.
She doesn't know my name. Yes, she might.
All right, so from what you guys can see, she just like flies up through the floor, upstairs, assumingly. All right, go ahead, Vitoris.
So she went up.
She went up. She flew up.
All right, and these stairs lead to here, right?
Yeah, back upstairs. Poor Barbara, this schlub, he's all alone.
Nice.
I wouldn't be able to see her from here, could I?
Nah, probably not. She's like a different room.
Bonus action dash. Can I see her from there?
Yeah. So you see her. She's in this like blue glow to her.
I shoot her. Attempt to shoot her.
Does he get sneak attack because Bobby's right there?
Yeah, that was my next question.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. It's gonna be a disadvantage. I don't know how does that work if she's on a different plane. So I don't know.
Wait, I mean he can't hit her if she's on a different plane.
I don't think you could target her.
Wait, if she's on a different plane, how is she here?
Well, like the ethereal plane is she's like a ghost.
I mean, we shouldn't see her then in normal concept of that. I mean, that's obvious. It's whatever you decide, obviously. But like mechanic-wise, she can see everyone as though they're ghosts, but no one can see her unless they can see into that plane.
Right. So I don't think
like that gem of seeing can do.
Right. I don't think you'd be able to see her then. Yeah.
So we don't. So did we see her even like leave technically, or is that just part of the thematics of it? So we know where to run.
Yeah. I think you wouldn't actually know. I mean, I think I like the idea that she was like disappearing.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and she just like busted up through the floor, like disappeared up through the floor. I mean, so you could assume that she did, but once you get up there, I don't think you'd be able to target her because she's still in that plane.
Which means you would probably run your ass into that room to where Bobby is. Bobby, are you okay? Where's she at?
I would probably run into her.
Different plane, like. You don't exist.
Yeah, you wouldn't actually be able to touch her.
Oh, well, then I would probably, like, not to be a creep, I would be inside of her. Because I would run into the room, see Bobby.
Mm-hmm. Go on. I'm right. Snodler slowly takes out his pen and starts the fanfic book opening.
Snodler's is down the level below.
He can see into the plane of etherealness sometimes. Yeah, he's just checking things out.
All the time?
I mean, sometimes.
So anyway, I run up there because we see her go through the floor, right?
Yeah.
I run up because I'm assuming this is roughly where she should be. Bobby, did you see a demonic bitch?
I just woke up.
Get the fuck out of here. Go up to the top deck.
And he scrambles to get out of his hammock, and he kind of falls flat on his face onto the floor. And he tries to hurry, pull up his pants, and he starts running out the door.
Why is no one wearing pants on this fucking boat? And then I'm gonna hold my action so that way if she becomes uninvisible or whatever the fuck she did, I'm going to shoot her in the face.
Okay.
It's either that or just randomly shoot in the room and hope.
Okay, Hector.
Maybe I could shoot her if I shot myself.
That's some really good logic.
So, this vent goes down, not up, correct?
Sorry, I wasn't looking. Which one?
The one that we're kind of standing on?
Yeah. That one goes down.
It goes up. That one goes up because you're on the bottom of the ship.
No. Isn't this the bottom?
This is the top.
That's the middle.
This is the top of the ship, so I don't think that one is in the same line as this one. I think this one goes down to like the bilge area right down here. This would be like the bottom.
In fact, you know that because the ship sizes get smaller, aka the profile of the ship gets smaller. Like that is the middle deck.
And if you look at the rigging diagram on the bottom, you can see the openings.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Nice. So I can see through this vent up here. If I look up, this would be like
that would be right. You'd be directly underneath that.
sick. Can I Misty Step through that?
Sure.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna do that. And then run the same direction I saw the Taurus run.
I think you just saw me run upstairs.
Yeah, but I know where the stairs are. Because I'm familiar with the ship. So like if I know you went up here, you would come out here, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just run in this room. I don't see anything, so I'm just gonna hold a guiding bolt until I see her.
Okay.
She's so fucked when she comes back. Assuming you don't miss with guiding bolt and blast me in the face.
We'll just shoot each other. It'll be fine.
I might shoot myself.
Okay. Let's see. So that's Meglar, which you are.
I think he used his turn to attack Vossen.
Yeah, so he's still under the control of her.
Does he get a save?
But yeah, I was gonna say he can make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
He gets a +4 to it.
God.
Gotta be better than a 0. It was.
It was a 0. All right, so you are still charmed. So you're gonna have to go and make another attack at Vossen. Sorry, Vossen.
Now
Christ,
Meglar
3 in
is
a row?
sorry for Voss.
Kill.
Kill.
Oh, my God.
No. Yeah, so you just took 25 points of slashing damage. Second attack. Kill.
Second crit. Oh, so close.
I'm down.
Oh.
Fuck.
All right, so Vossen, it's your turn. Make a death saving throw. Oh.
Nice.
Oh no.
No.
At least it wasn't a 1.
All right, go ahead, Yuri.
Yuri, it's your chance to hit Meglar.
I didn't see Maglar attack Vossen.
Oh, I'm sure.
Did I?
I'm sure you did. You're standing
Yeah,
like
you
right
did.
around the doorway, and you're just seeing Meglar smashing Vossen with his greatsword.
So, am I able to come in the door and attack Maglar?
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh, of course I do.
Oh my god.
All right. go
So, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Still confused, not knowing what's going on. But all I see is I'm hitting Vossen, so.
Hey, that's my girl, dog. I don't give a fuck. I'm just here to piss the world off.
ahead. All right. So Meglar, you take 12 points of slashing damage, but you're raging.
It's actually 6
Yep.
because of rage.
And you can make a wisdom saving throw again.
Okay.
0.
It's probably.
Oh.
Oh, Meglar, nice.
Pretty much 0.
so-
Oh, no, 18.
So yeah, luckily. So as soon as Yuri hits you, Meglar, you kind of snap out of it, and you realize that your sword is covered in Vossen's blood, and you see Vossen laying below your feet.
Whoa, what the fuck happened?
You fucking dickhead.
From beyond the grave. Jerk.
Alright.
Famous last words.
All right, Yuri, it's still your turn. You still have another attack.
Boston again.
I mean, I actually was cocking back to hit Maglar again, but when this happened, do I realize that he doesn't mean to attack?
Teach him a lesson.
Oh God!
You can roll an intelligence check if you want.
You can fail an intelligence check if you want.
Yeah, you can. You can. Yeah. So, by the luck of the dice, or the not luck of the dice, yeah, you don't realize that Meglar snapped out of it. So, go ahead, teach him a lesson. This is the showdown we've been waiting for. All right, so you're gonna take 12 points of slashing damage divided by 2, Meglar.
Yep, 6. Meglar's starting to think we got a traitor now on board.
Oh snap!
A traitor.
All right, Kolos.
I want to crouch down and touch Vossen and give him all my pool of lay on hands to get 35 points back.
Unconscious, you're touching people.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I mean, he's like a priest, right?
Yep.
That's even worse.
Holy man. Not bad.
Thank God that we don't have children on board.
We did, but you turned out to be a fucking asshole.
All right. That's probably for your action, but
Yeah. I go to Meglar. Are you good? I don't know if he can.
I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, that's normal
Yeah,
state.
that's normal. I'm on a.
he's fine.
I had this dog try to bite me for some weird reason. And he's usually on our side.
Bite him back. He'll be alright.
I think I'm going to have to tie him up after we're done here.
That's fine. I'm going to try to, now that I know Meglar's fine, I'm going to try to go as far as I can upstairs.
Okay.
So I'll know distance-wise. Because I can't dash.
Yeah, so you probably make your way to the stairs and end up like at the top of the stairs.
Right there?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so now there's...
Ugh. All right, so I'm pretty sure I said I laid down, so that already screws me. What a pain in the ass. So, did anyone attack? I had to run into the bathroom. No one attacked the Kenku, right? Like, do I feel like the Kenku is safe-ish, pinned down by this wolf, and I can leave him?
Yeah,
the wolf and me.
But no one went and attacked him. Like, I don't feel like I have to defend him from our people, right?
No.
No,
right.
I think we both yelled out not to attack him. He's asleep.
Agreed, but I also expect people to not listen.
But yeah, he's also like laying there watching Yuri and Meglar fight each other. So
yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to stand up. What do you deem is half of 25?
It's 10.
All right. So then I'm going to... Man, I don't have the run one. I am going to cast Fly on myself and Vossen.
Ooh.
He just got healed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is my last spell slot. And now with 15 less of movement on 60, 50, 45 feet of movement. I'm going to get up as far as I can to the top deck the fastest way, even if it's outside the ship, out of porthole or whatever.
Okay.
Like, I'm literally, like, I'm going to try to get up one level as the fastest way I can, and if there's portholes open, I'm taking them.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a window and you fly out and you can be on the very top deck. Or floating around the midship.
If I saw her going up, I'd try to get back into where I think she would end up being.
Okay.
Just like everyone else. Just I wanted to be able to try to get there as fast as I could.
All right, I like it.
As I'm leaving, I'm literally going to be like, keep the Kenku here. And I just book it. And I guess I'd probably see Vitoris, and be like, you see her?
I have not. I just kicked Bobby out.
And that's probably more than 6 seconds, so good to go.
Okay. The Kenku, who's still trapped underneath the wolf, he's going to try to get out from under the wolf, so he's going to make a strength check. There's a chance. 16, go ahead and roll some strength for the wolf.
Sure.
Aren't I still on top of him also?
That's debatable. You did get knocked unconscious.
I mean, I didn't roll off him.
In fact, now it's all dead weight.
That's
Like
true.
that seems even
There's
worse.
more weight on top of him. All right, so it doesn't matter anyway. So wolf rolls a 23. All right, so the Kenku, he's just squirming and he can't get up. That brings up the succubus, who is invisible and rematerializes in the room behind Vitoris and makes an attack on him.
Yes.
So go ahead, Vitoris, and make your shot.
Do I get mine too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whoever held an action, go ahead.
Hell yeah.
$23.
All right, so you guys both hit.
4. Does Stylers count?
Stylers
Through a
is in a
wall?
different room. Nope, does not count.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not adjacent to her.
But that's
8.
15 and 8. So what's
You couldn't go 5 more
23?
feet, Hector. 5 more feet, Hector.
That was my 30. And you went before me, so my guiding bolt hits right after you too, or else you'd have advantage.
Right. So at that point, the thing, she materializes behind you, Vitoris, as you turn around quick, let your crossbow go, but you feel her claws up of you. She's gonna try to charm you. So go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw, Vitoris.
Give me a second. Let's see if the cursed item is actually useful.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think I have to declare it at dawn. While carrying the stone, you gain advantage on one ability check of your choice. I doubt I would have chosen charisma.
No.
+1, what's the worst that can happen?
Oh, yeah, great. All right, so she uses her action to let's see, she charms you. So
Perfect.
Snobblers looks forward to fireballing both you assholes.
Not on our boat.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where the campaign ends. We TBK because of Snodlers.
I mean, wasn't that already expected?
We can breathe underwater. It's gonna be a long.
It's just a long swim. We'll starve instead.
So as you turn around and shoot her right in the chest with these crossbow bolts, she looks into your eyes, and you see her eyes just start like hypnotizing you as you completely fall under her spell, and she reaches out and gives you a kiss.
Gross.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
The fuck? She charms me and then she makes out with me?
Yeah, that's how they do it.
That's poison ivy for you.
8.
That's
Oof.
that's really good. All right, so you're gonna take the full brunt of the 5d10 plus 5. 35 psychic damage.
Ow.
But now she is standing there completely visible, making out with Vitoris. What are you gonna do, Vitoris?
And you have advantage because guiding bolt.
Oh yeah, because he hit.
Am I uncharmed
Wait.
because she damaged me?
Oh yeah, but you're still. Oh yeah, you could actually make a wisdom saving throw to see if you're uncharmed now. If you snap out of it.
Is it wisdom or charisma?
It is wisdom for the charm.
Oh, because I made a charisma saving throw for
That
the
was-
charm.
Well, that's your own fault. You already failed. Well, you were supposed to make Constitution for that. That was for the kiss.
So really, you.
I
Oh,
did
no,
do
yeah,
it.
for the Well, it's
Yeah, he rolled the wrong thing.
yeah. Well,
Well, I thought you
that's
That's
said
on
different.
charisma.
No, he said wisdom. Oh my god. Ah.
So you're still mine, bitch.
I'm fucking uninstalling D&D.
All right. So yeah, it's still your turn. So and you have advantage on her, and she looks pretty hurt. She's got like a bunch
But
of.
But I'm charmed. So
Oh
would
yeah,
I
you're
shoot
right.
her?
So yeah, you can't shoot her then. No, she's
Not
not gonna do that.
Snoddlers.
The only person I can shoot is Snoddlers.
Do you have crossbow expert?
Fuck, I do.
Damn it! All right.
Yeah, but she didn't. She would have had to use her action to make you attack. So
Yes.
her action was to kiss you instead. So
Try to blow your face off.
so go ahead, Hector.
Fuck, I'm tonguing the shit out of her.
Is she bent over?
Well,
She's about to be in a minute if she don't hurry up.
Damn it. All right, I'm just gonna guiding bolt again at advantage.
All right, go for it.
19.
14, and yeah, that's enough as you just blast into her back, and she just gets knocked over on top of Vitoris. Vitoris, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, this time might actually be decent.
Yeah, you should be able to make that. Ah!
Nope.
So as Hector blasts his energy into her back, she falls over and just completely like flaps on top of you, and the wings pretty much just like cover you up like a blanket as you crash onto the floor.
Fucking 2 hours into the session, I think that's my 4th natural one.
That's some some unlucky shit right there.
So she's down on the ground right now, right?
Oh yeah, she's dead as she can be.
All right. Well, Snoddlers takes out his heart and throws out a chromatic orb at her.
Just to finish her off.
I think I want to crush the shit out of her, so this will be force.
Oh my god.
And then I get an additional
She's on top of
2d8.
me, so be careful.
Yeah, so go ahead and make another dexterity saving throw, Vitoris.
So that's now 30
This is
damage.
a disadvantage, though, because you are also being pinned down.
Let's see if I can get a 3rd in a row. 20?
Nice. All right, so you pass. You only take the half the damage.
Half.
15.
Jesus.
I have the heart in my hands, and I'm just like... Well, Snoddlers couldn't have seen this going this badly.
Fucking... I was doing good up until I came upstairs, and then shit went downhill quick.
Snoddlers, like, zooms out of one of the portholes and sits on the very front of the ship.
As you exit the window, I'm just like, fuck you.
I'm gonna run over and give Vitoris a cure wounds, and you're also gonna get holy shit, plus another 12. So you got 24 health back.
Fuck yeah. That hurt.
All right, so you guys got the pinned down Kenku in the cellar. Well, not the cellar, but the lower deck.
Well, is it my turn?
Well, I mean, you guys can be out you guys can be out of combat. I mean,
Ooh, can I swing at him?
Is she still in one piece?
she has like a huge dent in her back from the heart. She just got crushed. She's like flattened a little bit.
I drag her up to the deck and yell for Yuri to bring his axe. I'm gonna have him chop her to pieces and just toss him overboard.
Before you chum the waters, is there any components I need from this demon thing or not?
No, but you can make a investigation check.
You saying that succubus nipples aren't a part of any potions?
And then I'm gonna go find Vossen to wash the taste of her out of my mouth. He's got to have something stronger,
Right?
Like Boston?
So as Victoria starts dragging her, you kind of look her up and down, Hector, for something usable, but you don't see anything. But what you do see is like her hair moves off the back of her neck as she's getting dragged, and you see the symbol of Dagon on the tattooed on the back of her neck, or like branded more so than tattooed.
This fucking guy. I just pointed out to Vossen as he drags her away.
I'm like still on the ground.
You point to him, he's just looking away, dead. Looking.
And I'm on the floor below you guys.
Yeah, as Victorious was dragging her out to the, out to here for bait.
How is the Kenku reacting right now?
He's still like squawking, and he's still this entire time flailing his short sword.
I'm definitely gonna kick that fucking thing in the face.
Okay, yeah, you just walk over there and kick him in the face as he's still being held down by these wolves. And he's just like, I don't know. He makes some bird noises. I'm not gonna make bird noises.
I'm gonna let Bobby know that we got 2 crew members that were lost in the attack. I have no idea what's going on with the Kenku. I drug this bitch upstairs.
All right. So what are you guys gonna do with this this bird man in the basement besides kicking him and beating him?
I guess put him in the holding cell?
Do we have a holding cell?
Yeah,
Pretty sure. Thought we did.
Where we saved Oceanus from.
Oh, we should have threw them fuckers in there in the first place.
I think there's only one spot to hang people up.
Yeah, there's like a secret compartment.
I think
in the back.
it's.
Oh, that would have totally have kept the one that like phased through the walls safe.
Yeah, right.
All right, so you put him back there. The whole time you're like dragging him back there. He's like, ahoy! And you chain him up into the back, and you can hear him slope like behind the door. He's like, get off my boat!
Oh, I want to check on Meglar. See, is he okay? Are you okay, Meglar? No?
No.
Guess not. As soon as Vashin reaches the top deck, I'm going to ask him for a drink.
Told you fuckers not to let people on the boat, but you never fucking listen to me.
Ugh, this is the second time you've been right.
Well, this is your fucking fault.
My fault.
Trying to be a charity case.
Boss just leaning up against these things drinking.
Always trying to help people. You got fucking Meglar.
If we listened to you, we would just kill everyone.
No, but we could have just stood and looked over at the fucking thing in the water like, oh, that sucks for them, and just kept on our way. You're trying to get people to cook them dinner and shit.
Cook them dinner. I gave them food and water. No more. This ain't the Golden Fortune. This ain't high society.
Well, just to let you guys know, next time I'm just going to kill whoever it is instantly. Or I'm going to try to coax Snodlers into doing it for me.
I wish you luck. And I tossed the bitch overboard.
And she splashes into the darkness.
And I guess I'll help Bobby and whoever else ask Hector what he wants to do with the 2 crew members who we lost.
Are they both like? I know you said the one has like guts everywhere. Is the other one like same condition?
Oh yeah, they're like shredded. She was like ripping them apart. There's like essential organs laying on the ground, and especially Mester. He's it's going to take a while to get the blood out of his hammock there.
I liked him too.
Fuck that. I'll sleep in his hammock.
He was excited about going on adventures.
Actually, he wasn't that bad, Batoris.
I will shoot you.
Too bad he's dead now. What wasn't my fault though, so I can say that.
You think sharks like dwarf?
Anyway, probably not with the armor on.
It's kind of like an orange. You just gotta peel it.
Crabs don't mind. They're small enough. They'll just get in there and pick them right out of the armor.
I guess if we do we have like burlap bags?
You have like the sails and like cloth, but
I have some of the cloaks with me. I'll just take the two that I never got to give them and wrap them up in them.
As best you can.
Yeah.
Who are you guys wrapping up? The crew?
The two dead crew member?
All right, so it's the middle of the night. Are you guys giving them I don't know what they call it, like a ship burial or
burial at sea?
Burial at sea.
I'll look to Hector and Bobby. Hector's the captain, and I mean, honestly, Bobby knows them better than I do.
So Bobby takes his hat off and he looks down and he goes, well, Mester was a good lad, but I didn't really know old Jimmy over here, but
old red shirt.
Old Jimmy Red Shirt. I'm sure he'll be missed, but maybe we should give him a proper burial tomorrow during the light.
Yeah,
do that. I'll help Hector wrap them up in the cloaks that they would have gotten. They're all red cloaks, right?
They are now.
Yeah.
I actually had like a bunch of different colors for like different stations and crew member and stuff.
Color coded the crew.
Kinda, yeah.
That's kind of racist.
It's not. It's not racist.
I'll help them wrap them up and then leave them on the top deck for in the morning.
Yeah, it's a good spot so the seagulls can pick at his bones. That makes sense.
Seagulls aren't gonna pick. I don't want to sleep in the same room.
All right.
So after like an hour, you start hearing like Snoddlers scream from the front of the ship. Snoddlers needs some help. Snoddlers is stuck on the front of the ship.
I'll climb. I guess I'll try and climb out to the front of the boat to try and help Snoddlers out.
So I don't remember exactly how the boat looks, but I'm imagining one that has like one of those little girls on the front,
yeah.
like and I'm like literally sitting there, and I'm like, Snoddlers can't fly anymore.
It's all right, Snoddlers. I'll help you back. What is that? Acrobatics?
I don't know, but I'm gonna fail.
Yeah, go ahead. Make an acrobatics check, Snoddlers, but you're gonna have an advantage because Batoris is gonna help you.
Oh, I rolled.
Oh, thank God.
No, that's good. You got it to 20. You both got a 22 anyway. So yeah, Vitoris, you managed to like grab a hold of him and to kind of walk back along the top of the ship there and bring him back aboard.
Thank you.
As once he's get back to say, I'll let him know. The crow's nest has a ladder. You can go up and down.
No, Snoddlers was a little bit upset with that.
If you fell off, you would have just gotten run over by the boat, right?
Snoddlers knows.
Okay, as long as Snoddler knows.
Snoddlers could have shielded. It's like bounced around the bottom for the full 6 seconds. Dunk, 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 dunk.
Someone's trying to sleep. What is that?
Fuck. But in Underdark or Undercommon, whatever it's called.
Oh, we wouldn't We would just hear the bouncing because you'd be underwater at that point.
Yeah, but with a little shield, maybe that does something. I don't know. All of this was Nautilus' fault.
So at this point, are you guys changing course, or you're still heading to Liara?
Probably not. Probably change back. How much time have we lost? We went like probably half a day.
Yeah, you probably lost a half a day because it was only midday when you found them.
Well, not even probably half a day because we're still
You're
heading.
still going like southwest at that point, yeah.
Why did we lose time other than the fact we don't have enough crew now?
Yeah, well, we're gonna go because we were kind of going like 45 degrees southwest, and now we need to be going like 15 degrees, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, you probably didn't lose much time.
So a couple
But
hours.
I mean, also we might lose time because we're 2 crew members short now.
That's the concern that I have.
Yeah.
So we might want to hit Liara anyway.
Yeah, but two crew members isn't gonna like drastically.
We can't shoot now. Maybe to what extent changes? I don't know. The mechanics are like math, so whatever DM wants, right?
Right. So it's more like you guys the travelers might have to put a little work in rather than just the crew doing all the sailing. And, like
Snottler's been sailing a lot for the crew. So
Right.
Snottler's is on you guys' deal.
I mean, I'll fill in minimal, of course.
just like real life.
I'm gonna do my sailing shit that I normally do.
Nice.
Run around, make sure all the shit's tip top on the deck.
Okay, so you guys maintain your course. Really, the next day you have your burial at sea for the crew members. Bobby says some nice words, and everybody tears up a little bit, and then instantly gets right back to work. You sail for like
at the end of that, Snottlers will take blame for that. Snottlers will literally get up there and be like, Snottlers didn't understand how evil she was, and Snottlers is very sorry. Snottlers will not let that happen again.
As soon as we dump the crew members over, I piss in the water.
wow, it's like pouring one out for him.
For your homies.
Something like that.
That's almost like doing it to a 40, so it's about the same thing.
All right, so after a few more days, you're about 5 days in of your journey.
I'm going to keep trying to talk to the Kenku and settle him down during any downtime I have.
So we got long rest?
Yeah, you guys long rest. After a couple days of talking to the Kenku, he settles down and he starts like rudimentarily being able to communicate with you Snottlers. He's telling you basic needs that he has. He's hungry, he's thirsty. So you guys are I'm assuming you're helping him out a little bit, keeping him alive.
And I might be on the sly trying to keep him alive, so that way Yuri doesn't go crazy on me, or no, Meglar go crazy on me.
I don't know if it's gonna work either because I have no idea, but I want to try and cast
Fireball
and see if that helps. Yeah, fireball.
Fireball.
Speak with animals. I don't. It's probably not gonna work, but it's worth a shot. I don't know if they have
He's got feathers. This should work, right?
That's it.
I think they have their own language more so than an animal. He's a humanoid.
Yeah.
So in normal D&D set, I don't think they have a language. They literally can just mimic other people.
Yeah.
So they basically have to understand-ish what's going on and use things in context-ish. I always wanted to play one. It would be ridiculous.
It's gotta be impossible.
So with that, on the next day after we wake up, I am casting Arcane Lock on the lock that he's on.
Okay.
Good luck, bitches.
That's a good idea.
I do set a passcode, and obviously I haven't told anyone.
All right, so I'm assuming you guys are going past the hour. Were you gonna stop?
No, I'm just doing good berries and making water, and we're gonna see if we can find.
Don't forget the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna see if I can. We'll keep an eye out for the floating flotilla, and see if we can catch Drake's ship. If not, if we haven't caught him by the time we're almost at Carrington, we're probably gonna have to abort mission on finding his ship because it's kind of a lost cause. We don't even know which way he went.
Yeah. So
Isn't that why?
no, go ahead.
Isn't that why we sailed all the way down here?
Basically,
find
yeah. You guys just he was heading west towards where his hideout was.
Yeah, I'd say because we didn't. Do we know he was going to the hideout? Because I thought we didn't know if he was going to his hideout or to his house.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you know, like
So yeah, we were deciding what we're gonna do.
I'll use Cliffy's magic seashell and ask if he went to Carrington.
so yeah, so you hold your ear up to the thing and you listen. You hear the sounds of the sea, and it just says no.
Hmm. I guess we'll head towards Black Sands then.
The shell told me.
It's a 50-50. Now it's a 51-49.
After,
Wait, is it 50-50? It always answers correctly?
No. I don't know what it can say yes, no, or maybe, but like literally we don't know which way he was going, and it said no, it's not going. He's not going to Carrington, so like it could be like false, and we could be going there.
Could be going anywhere. Just
It's like he went to Liara. God damn it!
So like it literally might not do anything, but it was literally a toss up, and now we just
Oh, it's better than maybe.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know he's not going to Carrington. I mean,
right. So
Can you do that every day? We got a 20-day trip.
right.
I was gonna say, yeah,
as
pretty
soon
much.
as soon as Hector tells me that the shell told him that he's not in Carrington, I'm gonna go check on the supplies. Think we might be lower than I thought. He might be a little dehydrated.
Yeah, I can make water. It's not
You should
I'm just
drink
not
some.
drinking it intentionally.
You should drink some. Not the ocean. No salt water.
Oh, but it tastes so much better.
Yeah, don't do it.
I just give him like a sly wink, like.
Says the guy listening to shells.
It's magical. You have magical shells. I don't want to hear that from you, right?
All right, so it's probably about a good total of maybe 6 days in. You're about halfway into your journey, and eventually you guys start seeing something on the horizon out in the middle of the sea, and it definitely looks like it's probably about a good half a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile away, and you see what looks like a bunch of ships all bunched up together, and a bunch of wood, kind of like floating in the middle of the sea. This rather large area. This definitely looks like the floating outpost that you heard about.
Nice.
Right in the center of the kind of like, I guess you'd say, like the trade route through from Carrington to Liara.
All right. I'll prep everyone. Let them know we're coming up on a massive trading post. It's a neutral post, right? So like it's not.
Yeah, so it's more so like here's a little map of it as you guys see it. It's like a bunch of ships and wood planks all kind of like patched together to make this little trading post out in the middle of the sea. Just a stop along the way to refuel, I guess you'd say.
Nice.
I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, but I can still hear you.
Let's take this thing over.
No. I'll prep everyone. Like, we're gonna dock quickly as we can. Get some more rations. Get some water filled back up. Anything we need to repair the ship, they may or may not have. It's kind of a toss up. And then see if we can find any information on Drake. They may or may not be helpful. And then we'll get back on our way. I'm going to upcast enhance ability on myself and Vossen for charisma.
Now, is that a lifeboat on the side of the Sea Ghost?
Yes, it is.
We got rowboats.
Snodlers leans closer, waiting to hear the command word.
The command word?
For Yuri's boat.
Oh.
So imagine this thing's probably a little bit larger than what I did. I just
A little bit what?
kind of slapped some shit together, but you get the gist.
Yeah.
So is everybody going aboard, going over there, or what's the deal?
Snautilus is only interested if they have magic. Snautilus assumes they won't have magic, but if they have any magic spells, you let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to be sitting over here with this Kenku.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think if we just have Bobby deal with me, Bobby, and I don't know whoever else deal with getting some supplies, and then whoever wants to go give some information, feel free. But I'll be. And Vitoris actually normally does ship supply as well, right? Kind of does quarterly masterly things, so probably have him. I know he's not here right now. We'll have him deal with, ballista bolts, repairs, planks, that kind of stuff.
The gay stuff.
Yeah. We could probably get pretty close to this, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably almost like dock right up alongside of it because you see, like on this side, there's like a thing where they can actually load supplies right into your ship, like with a crane.
Nice. Yeah, we'll sail it right around, nice and easy.
Done.
Dang, it was fucking
Or just
baller right there.
through it.
Oh, hell yeah, good job, Snautilus.
Wait, what I do?
He just parallel parked that shit.
Oh no, I'm not driving. Remember, fuck that thing. I'm
Oh yeah, it'd probably be either me or Bobby then.
I'm done. I'm not trying to learn things because I've kind of learned half things.
But
Right.
yeah, I'll go short. See if is there somebody that looks like they're in charge of things, or is it like more laid back, kind of everyone's chilling because they don't see much business?
Yeah, so when you get when you get onto the outpost, there's a few people that kind of like work there. There's like a few different like little stalls, little vendors, but you're greeted by the owner of this outpost. And this woman walks up to you. She's female. She has this long, kind of dark green hair. She's a water genasi. Her skin is kind of like bluish green as well, almost a little bit scaly, but smooth at the same time. And she walks up to you, and she's very pleasant. She says, "Hi, welcome to Anlieth's fancy or Anlieth's favor." Can't read my own writing. Awesome.
As she says that, I like lean over and not really whisper, but whisper to Hector and say, "Is this the place Renwick told us to stop?"
Told us to stop. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Did you say Renwick, like Renwick Drake?
Yeah. Has he been through here recently?
Oh, well, he hasn't been through here recently, but if he has, and you know him, if you're a friend of his, you better tell him that Anlieth is looking for him. I just want to say hi.
Real friendly like, right?
Oh, he is a gentleman, but a lady never tells.
Yeah, he said if we ever wanted to hang out or find some pretty sweet weapons to find them, but we don't know exactly. Just said he's either going to be at his house or at his, other house.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about Mr. Drake. He is compensating for a little something with that big old ship of his.
Ha 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 ha.
But
I'm assuming you would know more about that?
maybe a few times too many. But
So you know where his places are?
I may know, but nothing in this world is free, honey.
Well, we could see what. Well,
I just
we need supplies and stuff.
I just
we
give her
can talk over
150
that.
gold.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
She looks at the gold and she's like, "Well, that's a start."
Well, let's go in and talk business because we're gonna need supplies and shit too, right?
right this way, boys. Step into my office. And she walks across the docks, and she calls over to one of the workers, and she's like, so and so, go and talk to their quartermaster, see what they need. And so she brings you out into like this main tent in the center, and she says, "Now, before we do business, I'm in the market for collecting magical goods. This is how I met Mr. Renwick Drake to begin with. You see, when people come through here and they like to trade for all sorts of things, but magic is the money that really talks around these parts."
Dang, what kind of magic he got?
Well, what kind of magic do you have? I have information.
I just pat down my robes, looking for something. Like, I got nothing.
Well, I don't have much either. I have this box of squid over here, and I have a couple crates of artichokes and some starfish that we just fished the other day.
I'm like, oh, I got this, and I have my gourd sloshed around a little bit, take a sip out of it.
Yeah, we have plenty of that. And she kind of points over to one of the docks, and there's a couple of these small casks of different brews. She says, we have all the beverages we could want out here, but
I have these. I pull out 2 small spell scrolls.
maybe. She takes a look at them. What do you have for physical items? Something that I can sell, something to my clientele. Not everybody knows how to use these here spell scrolls,
I have a potion of thunder resistance.
Ooh, now we're talking. This will go good with the rest of my collection of potions. And you kind of look, and she has like this case of all these other potions that she has. She says, how about you hand that over and give me some gold and maybe a little bit more coin, and I'll let you in on a few little secrets that old Ann Leath has learned in my time of dealing with Mr. Drake.
Well, what are we talking? I already gave you 150 gold. You want this potion? What else?
I'm probably
I'm straight to business.
Well, I'm probably gonna need at least another 500 gold just for this juicy bit of gossip that I've got for you.
Well, we're fixing to do quite a bit of business here. That's got to count for something, right?
Well, that it does, but that business, that money just helps me support the rest of these fine folk that are working for me. But you're looking for something a little extra. It's gonna cost you a little extra.
All right. Listen, I had to give it a shot. You know how I do. I'll pull out 500 gold.
I'll split that with you, Hector.
We can settle up later. I'll just take that for now. All right.
I'm handing over my potion.
What's the skinny?
All right, so she takes the potion. She gladly takes the money, and she starts counting through it, and she's like, excellent, boys. I knew you were fine gentlemen. So where are y'all from anyway?
All over the place. Kind of came together on a happenstance.
That's kind of like my business here. This whole outpost is more of just a happenstance.
I hear that. I'm from west of here. I think everyone else is east. Across the ocean.
West Coast, son! So she kind of looks around and she says, well, I see you all just want to get straight to business. Not much for chatting up a lonely woman out here on the seas. So I'll tell you what you want to know. So you're looking for Mr. Drake. Some of us like to call him Lucky. But he's a lucky man, but he didn't want to show his face in Carrington anymore, I'll tell you that. You see, the Emperor Godrin, he's put a pretty hefty bounty out on his head. It's about 10 large.
Ooh.
So old Mr. Runwick, he doesn't come around here anymore. He doesn't want to come see old Only F. But if you're looking for him, you could definitely find him up by his little hideout up in the shipwreck shoals. And then she reaches into her pockets and she pulls out a couple different parchment, some papers, and she finds the right one. She goes, "Here you go. This is what your money will buy." And she gives you a map to right to his hideout.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah, you find it there. And, you also want to take a look for yourselves. If you can bring old Mr. Drake in alive, the Emperor Godrin, he's paying that 10 G's. Everybody out here to the west is kind of looking for him. That's why he went east. But he doesn't want to come back here after what he did, opening up that mine back in Carrington. He got a little too deep, spending all his finances in the Cask Rock mine. Old Mr. Drake, he found himself a black dragon down in those mines. And Mr. Drake decided he was going to befriend that dragon.
I pull
You know
out the
what,
hat and I go, "This dragon?"
Well, I don't think he was little as that, hun. He's a little bit bigger.
You know where the mine was?
Oh, the mine is right where Mr. Drake lives. He bought himself a cattle or a horse ranch right up outside of town in Carrington. So
Horse ranch in Carrington. So that's where the mine is?
yeah, he controls the mine. He controls the horses. Yeah, Mr. Drake did well for himself out in Carrington.
Do you know where this horse ranch is?
You can't miss it, hon. It's the only dry part in the whole damn city.
I've never been to Carrington. I have no idea of the layout or anything.
No,
Well, I know what it's
yeah. So you have seen Carrington, so you know that it's a city that's kind of like half of it's flooded throughout the years of like it being built on this like sandy soil. It's kind of like sunken in through hundreds of years, lower and lower back into the sea. So half the city is kind of underwater, where it's kind of like Venice, where you have to take like rowboats or like water taxis to get around in parts of the town. But there's still sections of the town that are a little more inland or higher elevation. But I don't know if you maybe have seen the entire city, but you know of the basics of Carrington.
It'll be easy enough to find then with what I know.
Yeah.
Perfect. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. So I have to say the Emperor is specifically looking for Mr. Drake alive, not dead. So please don't hurt a hair on his pretty little head.
Well, that always makes things interesting, doesn't it?
If you ask me, I think old Emperor Godrin there, he's trying to make himself a weapon out of that there dragon friend.
Yeah, I'm thinking Lucky wants to do that as well.
So that's the only reason why he wants Renwick?
As far as I can tell, him unleashing that dragon in the city was bad for business for everybody that lives in Carrington. Somebody that has that sort of weapon right below your town, that spells out a big red flag for the powers that be.
Mm-hmm.
Carrington was once a real prosperous place, but I'll tell you, Sugar, through the years, people are slowly moving out of there, heading east. Someday, maybe it'll be the former glory that it was, but it's gonna take a lot of power, and a lot of money to fix what Mother Nature's done.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think she'll ever fully recover, but Who knows? Who's to say? Well, that was some excellent information and well worth the cost of admission. I'll look you up next time we're in this part of the ocean.
Yeah, Anne Leeth always keeps her ears on. I always have some information. For the right
Hopefully
price, that is.
Hopefully next time we can spend a little bit more leisurely time laying around, but at the moment we're pressed for time.
Oh, well, I always have a couple of girls around here that if you're looking for a little bit of leisure time, and she points over to one of the tents on the other sides of the docks. I know how it is for these seamen to get out lonely on the sea.
Yeah, I'm sure the crew would love to spend a couple of days here, but like I said, we're pressed for time.
And by crew, you mean Kolos.
I was just about to say,
Kolos
Kolos makes a mental note and looks exactly where the tent is.
Glad we didn't bring Yuri ashore. Well, aboard, whatever. Well, what I have to ask is I'll be trouble if I don't. Do you have anyone around here that sells magical scrolls and potions, that type of thing? I know you said you trade in magic a bit, but
I'm mostly looking for magic items myself for my personal collection. I don't sell a whole lot of magic scrolls or magic weapons. We mostly sell supplies here.
What kind of, do you got any magical armor here?
I don't have anything like that, but if you need some basic stuff like some weapons and ship supplies, and we have food, we have nets, we have your spy glasses and silverware, we have all the finest drinks in the land. I have this beautiful cask of red draconic ale right here, and a cask of palm wine straight from Freya itself.
ooh. Well, now that sounds interesting. How much wine do you have?
Oh, well, hon, I have 3 casks of this wine right here. At 20 gold apiece, it could all be yours.
Well, I think we're gonna need that along with the rest of the supplies. And you mentioned some spy glasses. Do you have a selection I can look at, or just a?
Oh, no, we have a selection right here, my dear. And, there before you have all those sort of instruments that you would use for navigating the sea.
Nice. I'll pick up like a backup set of navigator's tools if that's what they have, as well as I want like the fanciest like looking like big spyglass I can find.
Yeah, so she has one that's kind of fashion similar style to like the Dwarven Guild, Morden's hand. It's got like this golden filigree all over the sides. It's like super gaudy looking, and it's like way larger and like heavier looking than it really needs to be. She's like, this one right here, this would suit a man of your fanciness.
I do like the way that looks. How much for it?
Yeah, that price,
Standard one's $1,000 off.
Yeah, we'll do standard player's handbook price for spyglass, which is
1,000 gold,
1,000 gold,
and then 60 for the wine.
I planned on reminding you regardless.
Perfect.
We've only been meaning to get it for like a year in real time.
I know. Hell yeah. All right. Perfect. So that, with all the other supplies, I think as soon as we're loaded up, we'll be on our way. Thanks for the hospitality.
Anytime. You remember Anne Leath is the name.
Absolutely. I give a bow and head back towards the ship with my fancy new spyglass.
Walk into the ship holding it up to your eye.
Just telescoping it in and out for no reason. I don't know if you guys have anything else you want to talk to her about, but
Oh, you guys are doing that?
Can I insight check her if she was telling the truth on all that?
Sure, go ahead. She the way she speaks, she does have like a little bit of a shadiness to her, but she mostly seems legit.
Yep. I'll like bow and guess we hang out here until everything's loaded.
Yeah, so it's probably gonna take a good half hour, maybe an hour for all the supplies to get loaded on the ship.
Are you usually floating in this same spot?
I never move. This is right smack dab in the middle of the trade route.
Yeah, we'll make sure we mark this on our maps.
And I will do that. I will update the map.
Nice. Also, at some point, we only have like the half map. If you could get like change it so we can see the whole like all the way up to like past Carrington and stuff.
Oh, on that other one, yeah, I have to.
Yeah,
I have to make that one.
Because I keep pulling up to or trying to pull it up and look at it. I can never find it.
Yes.
Not important.
So it's not until I put you guys on the full on map, which I'll do in just a second, just for the heck of it.
Did we restock all of our supplies?
Yeah, I mean it's being restocked, so just before you leave, is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I just wanted to make sure Are nails a separate item, or do they just, like, come with the planks?
It just comes, yeah, it's like all the, whatever you would need to, like, patch the hull of a ship.
We get a bunch of like rations and stuff too, like food and water and.
Yeah.
Cool. What do we owe for all of the ship inventory stuff?
Let's do like 100 gold for the ship inventory stuff.
Okay. I'll take care of that.
Most expensive place ever.
Yeah.
What else
What
else are you gonna spend your gold on?
It's like stopping on the thruway for gas and food. You know you're gonna pay extra.
All right.
But it's super convenient.
You just get some white out and just go right across the screen where it is.
Let me try that. There's some white over here.
Are you gonna drink? Go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, because I'm gonna re-type this.
Cool. Give me like a few minutes.
Oh, the Azure Sea map.
There's so many, like, subsections.
Yeah, there's so much crap. Yeah, I'll have to like update this one a little bit so you can look at it all the time. I'll make like the western part of the region. You'll have like two maps. It'll probably be easier for you to do.
I always assumed that this map was our map, the one we're on now.
Yeah, that's kind of the one that I like update and stuff as you guys go. But you guys can't look at it on your own. That's the only thing that sucks about it.
Yeah, but usually if we do need to look at it, you pop us over to the map.
Yeah. This
I'm
one,
fine.
this one, I'm just like editing, like updating it as you go, and adding all the new places that you've discovered.
I'm fine with that. If everyone else is. I mean, unless you really want to alter the PC handout.
Like I said, I might just make another one. I can probably copy this because I just did this in Incarnate and then update it.
Gotcha.
And I'm back.
All right.
Oh,
So yeah, we're just showing where I added the. So you guys are like halfway into your journey. You're 6 days in.
Nice. Do we have a handout for the Drake's hideout map?
No handout, but
Okay.
I'll just tell you that like it's within the western region of the archipelago
Black Sands.
of Vialta.
Nice. As long as we don't have to spend a couple days looking for it. That'll be extremely helpful.
Yeah, it literally it points out exactly the little island that he's on.
Nice.
Are we still at the floating trade place?
Yeah.
I'll take a walk once everything's starting to get loaded and everything else. I'll take a walk around and look at all the you said there was like merchants and carts and things like that, right?
Yeah, all sorts of like supplies and different things to eat, fish and fruit, all sorts of stuff that gets traded and passed as people pass through this area.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll take a walk and just take a look, see what they all got. Nothing too in depth.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's basically just that, and then like ship supplies, like lots of like fishing equipment, like lots of nets. Like obviously you can kind of tell like a lot of fishermen come through here. This is a great place to pick up, new nets after they get shredded.
Do we have any nets?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I might
I didn't impression we had some.
I might buy a couple of fishing nets. Maybe we can like drop them over the side while we're sailing.
Yeah, I thought we picked up some up when we were in Bristad, but that was a long time ago. And don't hold my memory to it because trash.
Yeah, I don't know if that's not something I would have wrote down. So if you guys have it, you do.
I don't remember. I'd have to rewatch the video. So I'm fine with buying a couple of nets.
Good call. What was the name of that wine that I picked up?
So you bought the palm wine from Freya. So this wine is kind of like a staple of like the nobility of Freya. So.
Oh, we do have 2 nets.
Okay,
But
I thought we nets.
I'll buy 2 more though, and maybe like 3 fishing poles.
Okay, yeah. So the nets are a gold a piece, but now you have enough of them where you can like essentially like put them together to make a big ass fishing net if you wanted to or whatever.
Yeah, well, also my thought was like maybe one on each side of the ship, and then we have a couple extra in case they tear down, break, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll buy like 4 fishing poles just for in case someone wants something to do.
Meglar likes fishing.
I've done enough fishing to last my whole life.
How much are the fishing poles?
I don't know. Look them up. I don't even know if they're a thing in BBM.
I think they are.
Fishing tackle.
1 gold.
Nice.
Includes a wooding rod, silken line, corkwood bobbers, steel hooks, lead sinkers, velvet lures, and narrow netting.
Nice.
So yeah. I'll just buy 6 of them, so I'll spend 8 gold. Couple nets, 6 fishing poles.
Oh yeah, time to do some trolling. All right, so you guys headed out, or what do you want to do?
Yep, think so. As soon as we're loaded up, good to go.
So is that the plan, to go look for Drake? His
I think
hideout?
so. We were trying to race him there, but we got delayed a few times, so I don't think that's going to work out. Plus, he was faster than us to begin with, so.
All right. So let's see how far it is. How many days it's going to take to get up there?
And also, we got to be sort of careful that we don't run into pirates along the way, because this is their hideouts in here somewhere.
Yeah, you are in definitely like pirate territory now. This is obviously where last you saw the blood sale was.
Also, we might want to come up on his island at night.
Yeah, our ship luckily is fairly stealthy, so hopefully we'll get to use that. Sneak up on them.
Don't we have a Guardian's flag that we can put up?
It didn't work last time.
Yeah, I was gonna say they kind of know our ship, but it's it might help us out a little bit.
Can't hurt.
Yeah, it can't hurt. I mean, last time they were under orders to take you out, so. All right, so it's gonna take another 4 days to get up to the Yalta archipelago.
What is that net difference from what we were originally planning? Just like rough estimate. Is it close to what we were originally intending?
I would say so. I think
All right.
that was the plan that you guys were going to go.
Just making sure, because I had put everything as though we were going for all my time stuff, because I have like 4 things that I'm not tracking the time. So just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, so add
Thank
four more days. So yeah, so basically the decision was to either head north to the archipelago of Yalta or head south to the city of Carrington. So apparently north is the best way to go first.
Yeah, I double check with everyone to make sure that's where, everyone's still good with that, because, it's going to be, we're not going to be able to make it to intercept his ship, so we're going to have to, like, go to his hideout. Is everyone still cool with that, or you want to change plans and take care of him later? I'm thinking
No.
Yeah,
Are you guys
Take care of him.
Are you guys gonna let me kill him?
no, we need to. Oh yeah. So also, I got everyone here. We're having a meeting. There's a huge gold bounty on his head, so we need to take him alive.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was, because isn't it the dude in Carrington?
Yeah.
So yeah, why go to Carrington, then go up there, and then go back to Carrington?
Yeah. So
what you know of the government here, Hector, is this entire region, the continent of Cordova, is controlled by one ruler, the Emperor of Cordova, which is Emperor Godrin. So unlike in Faerun, where you have smaller kingdoms and a king presiding over each kingdom, these are just lords that kind of operate in the cities, but the ultimate rule is done by one man, the Emperor.
gotcha. And Carrington's like the capital.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the capital. It's just definitely one of the largest cities.
Right.
I'm not going to go ahead and say it's the capital of the continent yet.
Right. Is that where we're gonna find the Emperor at the moment, or is he?
No. So you know that he's inland more.
Gotcha. Okay. We'll have to deal with. I should have asked when we were at the LES, but do we need to see him directly for the bounty, or can we leave him with one of the local lords, do you think? Or would I think, rather?
I don't know. I think we'll cross that bridge when it comes.
Fair enough. Okay. I guess we'll sneak over. I guess not sneak so much, but full steam ahead until we get to Yalta, and then try and if we don't catch his ship, then we'll sneak up on his hideout at night. I like that idea.
All right. So 4 days goes by as you guys make your way to the archipelago, and it's 4 pretty quiet days. After like the second day, though, you do see a ship in the distance, and using the spyglass, you can tell that it was a Guardian ship. So you do your best to kind of lay low, travel at night, and try to avoid being detected by any pirate ships.
Snodulus is curious. Can we pass without a trace the ship, Hector?
It's only like a 10 or 20 foot radius, so like.
So can we at least do the front of the ship?
Maybe the sails, since they're the tallest.
Ooh, Snodulus likes that idea. Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's exactly how that works.
Perfect.
Yeah, I do need to do spells as we get closer, because yeah, these are no good.
Yeah, so we'll say that you guys are heading north here towards the map that Amlieth had given you. And it's probably evening, and like the sun is just setting as you kind of make your way close enough up to the location of the hideout. And it looks like you haven't been seen. It's been fairly quiet. Like I said, here and there you see some pirate ship activities in the distance. A lot more of them going to Carrington. from the east coast of the archipelago. Toward the backside over here, it's a little bit quieter as you make your way up through these kind of narrow, small chain of islands. Eventually, you make your way to Drake's Island, and it's basically just a tiny island. It's probably only about, I don't know, I'd say like a couple 100 feet long, just big enough for there's like a small building on it, like a round, more so like a hut. There's a dock out in front, and that's it. It's just looks like a little hermit's hideout.
So much for that ranch.
Well, his ranch is in Carrington.
Oh, I thought it was on the island.
No. So his house is in Carrington, which is like the sunken city. It's like a trade hub. And his hideout is in the Pirate Bay, essentially.
Gotcha.
All right, so as you guys approach, you don't see any activity like on the shore or anything as you approach close enough. How do you wanna do this?
I want to do pass without trace on us, so we can try and sneak up. And probably just take the 2 rowboats ashore. Does that make sense? Or you guys want to go? We can breathe water if you guys want to just do a Pirates of the Caribbean style.
Yeah.
How far away from the shore are we?
However close you want to get.
If we do the Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't know if I'd want to, be like 10 miles out.
Right.
Or just pull up to the dock.
Don't forget, pass without a trace.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we're gonna pull right up to the dock, it's gonna be like an all-out assault. If we're gonna sneak out, we should probably find like a.
Snodulus thinks we should take all the small rowboats, especially the one in Yuri's pocket or Meglar's pocket, whoever has it.
Pretty sure it's Yuri.
Mm-hmm. And lean up closer to Yuri.
You guys just want the word. That's all.
Snodulus would never say that. But you got the word?
We can go, I don't know, 2 or 3 miles offshore and either row there or swim.
Another quick question: Who doesn't have dark vision?
Pick me.
What's dark vision? You mean just vision?
No. What? You remember how like we all need torches and lights and stuff every time we go underground?
No.
You know how like every time I pull out a torch, like light, and then like run away.
Snodulus says the same thing. Light, and then runs away from you. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Remember how you do that? It's because we can't see in the dark. Like that's why we need light.
Huh. Snodulus
like-
takes out his book and it's quill.
What? Did you not know that already? I'm sorry. Hold on.
What? Why would Snodulus know something like that? That seems ridiculous. Do you also pee?
Yes, I thought we covered this. Like when we went underground, like how
He's sitting down.
Yeah, like, does it come out of your, like, where does
true.
it come out? Like, now everything's wrong.
Yeah,
You're telling me that some of you can't see.
yeah, we can see, just not when there's no light out. That's why we do our traveling during the day.
You guys are fucking weird.
he just thinks of that now.
No, I said that.
All right, so I guess Vossen and Vittoris, if you guys want to huddle up real quick, I'll spend my 3rd level spell slot and give you both dark vision,
Oh, thanks.
and I'll do a 2nd level spell on myself. So for the next 8 hours, or until sunrise, we have dark
Hooray!
vision.
I don't need to use light or a fire sword.
Nope. I mean, I think it's still disadvantage
Yeah.
in total darkness, but in dim light we're aces. And then also,
It's in darkness you can see gray. In dim light you can see normal mechanically, I thought, right? If you have dark vision.
If you have dark
Right.
vision, yeah.
Yeah, and if you don't, then you're
You
screwed
can't
in
see
everything
at
else.
all, yeah. But it's still
Right, but-
disadvantage in complete darkness, even with dark vision.
Really?
Right.
Interesting.
It's been that way the whole time. Just everybody forgets.
Yeah,
Myself.
nobody ever plays it like that, but
I think it's for perception checks.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, not yeah. All right, that makes more
I
sense.
think also like attack rolls and stuff. Yeah.
I think it just says perception.
Yeah, I can't. Again, I can't remember. I've been using dark vision wrong for like years. So.
Man, whatever the DM wants.
Yeah, we usually just go with it.
Because darkness is effectively a heavy obscured area, and so that'd be like a cloud. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to attack. Like mechanically, notionally, you would have disadvantage. But dark vision is supposed to let you see grayness up to your distance in dark vision feet, but dim makes it normal vision. So that only impacts perception-based rolls or anything in perception of color.
We only have dark vision as well, or for 60 feet as well. So I think Snoddler's is
60 feet. God, you guys are fucking.
Lame.
Snoddlers does not understand you all.
And I don't think upcasting even changes that, does it?
I don't think so.
I think it just makes it so I can cast at more people. Wait, can I even upcast it? Hold on.
There's only a couple classes, races that give dark vision out over 100 or over 60, which I think is a warlock with the 120 true sight or 120 dark vision through magical darkness, and 2 races. One of them is drow, and then deep gnome.
Actually, I can't even upcast it. So I'm gonna have to cast it at 3-second levels. Sorry. We also have it. I just did mess up my spell slot. So.
All right, so you guys are headed in under the cover of night.
And water.
And water. So you're going to approach I'm assuming, the sandy shore, southern part of it?
Yeah, use the cliffs as cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the whole thing is kind of built up, there's like a cliff terrace that goes around the place.
Maybe we can use this scaleless. Oh, I can't. I'm not paying. Scaleless tree to get up, or how tall is this cliff?
That's probably like 20 feet.
Okay.
But yeah, you could, a little bit of work, you could climb up it.
Cool.
So yeah, you guys first of all make your way landfall. Go ahead and make perception checks while you get on land.
So we have that. So.
Okay.
Still, is it complete darkness, or are we doing just regular perception?
So out here is it's complete darkness, but you get a little bit of moonlight. So I'd say it's dim light. So you could cast, it would be regular, but.
Cool.
4.
Awesome. You guys are seeing not a whole lot, except for Snouders and Beglar. So when you guys approach the shore, you see kind of like on the left side towards the dock side, a lot of fresh footprints. And you also see what looks like drag marks from boats, like rowboat drag marks. And everything seems to be going dragged to the north, as well as all the footprints seem to all be going towards the north.
Snoddler sees a whole bunch of footprints and drag marks. There are a lot of people here. No footprints going the other way, right?
Right. They're all kind of going to the north.
There's a lot of them. We have to be on our guard. And you see Snoddler's hand come out, and a little miniature fireball, like firelight, comes up that's green.
Yeah, I think we'll just try and sneak up to the manor.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and everybody roll stealth checks. Add plus 10.
38.
Vitars for the 38. Even Kolos with an 18. Nice.
First time I got over a 10.
Stealth, right?
Stealth. Yep.
Is this rocky terrain or greenery?
Ooh, is it? It's kind of both.
I have advantage on rocky.
I'll give it to you.
Ooh, nice.
That's with the plus 10.
Oh,
Oh, 18 is still good though. And Yuri, all right. So everybody is pretty stealthy as you make your way up these cliff sides and into the front steps of this small building. Well, Boston's the least stealthy, but at an 18, he's still pretty freaking stealthy.
It's as stealthy as a paladin in plate armor.
It's chainmail. Thank you very much.
I apologize, sir. Good sir.
All right, so how is this going to be? So for you is a set of steps that lead up just to a regular solid wooden door. It's a nice looking place. This place doesn't look run down or anything. It's a modest home, but it's I guess a little bit more upscale than modest, and it's in relatively good new shape. Again, there's footprints, a lot of footprints up here in the dirt and stuff, but the ones that were definitely, you could tell in the sand, they were all fresh down by the beach. But as you stealth your way up, all you hear is the sound of the waves crashing on the rocks.
Investigate the door, check for traps or anything like that.
All right, go ahead. So Vitoris, you're kind of leading the way up the stairs.
Yeah, I'll be the first one to get punched in the face. Oh yeah, that's a 9.
All right, so yeah, you take a look at the door, and as you're kind of like checking to see if it's locked, you grab a hold of the handle, and it's actually slightly ajar as the door kind of slowly swings open just a little bit.
5th natural 1 tonight.
dude.
I'll very carefully take a peek inside, see what I can see.
All right, so you
Number 6.
So you take a step inside and look around. On the outside of the room, you see a bunch of bookshelves and some pretty nice furniture. Again, he has this very distinct style that Drake likes his velvety furniture. He's got these nice couches set up and this beautiful dining room table. So as soon as you step in, open the door and step in, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Vitoris. 22.
Fucking, my rolls are all over the place tonight.
That's a good one because this DC was 20.
Oh,
Oh shit.
So as soon as you walk in the door, you hear click, and you look down and you step on this dwarven clockwork landmine, similar to the ones that you guys have seen before, and this blast of pure power and flame just burst out of this thing, and you are gonna take some damage as well as everybody that was standing 10 feet behind you.
that would probably be me. Also,
No.
doesn't he have evasion?
Oh yeah.
Did he see it coming?
Yeah, so you're not because you saved, you're not going to take any damage. But let me roll the damage here. But Hector's gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw too. Anybody that was within 10-foot radius.
It's any area effects, I think.
Anything you can make a dex save on for it's an AoE.
All right, so it is 46 fire damage.
Oh, if Coase is there, I get +4.
Yep.
To 15 total.
Yeah, it's still 20.
Damn. Oh yeah, I forgot you said that.
But it's 16 damage total. So if you fail, you take 16. If you pass, you take 8. If you have evasion, you take, and you pass, you take 0.
I'll take
It's fire
Azure
damage,
Guard.
so yeah, if you can absorb 6 of it.
Well, it's resistant, so I absorb. You said it was 18. No, 16.
Yeah.
So I'll take 8, and then that's for if I like melee somebody, they get some fire damage as well.
Oof, and as soon as that happens, the entire front door blasts off, and you look inside as the walls just kind of erupt into flame, and the whole building within that 20-foot diameter just starts on fire as this shockwave kind of knocks you guys back, and this explosion just happens. And that's what we'll leave it there tonight.
Oh,
That Renwick guy is really smart.
I don't know. He fills his house full of nice stuff, and then he puts a landmine in it.
I think
yeah,
we should have done the link that I sent you. I think that's how we should start the next one.
As long as I get that bounty, that's all that matters.
we should see
What,
if there's
killing Renwick?
not killing him. I can't
No,
stress enough. Not
I want-
killing him.
I just want the bounty. That's all I
By
give a shit
not
about.
killing him. That's the only way we get paid is if we don't kill.
So wait.
Oh, of course.
I
I
got
want to kill.
I got a question then. So Meglar, have you changed your mind? Before you were saying that you wanted to get some payback on him because he set you up. Did you rethink that?
But yes, Meglar is pretty much pissed off because now that Drake has pretty much sent guys after us. But at the same time, he does also blame Vossen for it.
How the
what is the logic on that?
Because you were investigating him. You don't like that.
So, because he's a criminal and we found out, you don't like that?
Wait a minute. You're saying he's a bad guy. Are you saying that all of a sudden the Sahaugans are good guys now?
I don't know.
We have one in our party.
Haugen.
God damn it.
What are you talking about? Did you take crazy pills?
He hates the Haugen. That's what all he was trying to do. Just trying to make Saltmarsh great again.
Exactly.
By killing all of us.
I think you guys just have Drake all wrong. He thinks you guys are the bad guys because you're hunting him down, and he's just trying to make
Defend
Saltmarsh
himself?
great again. Exactly.
Oh my god.
God, you guys are just fake Sahaugans. Fake news. Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news. Yeah, that's right. Renwick Drake being bad, it's just all fake news.
You went from he's my stepdad to I want to kill him, and
Hey,
now
don't
he-
forget-
That's
you let him
a
suck
reasonable
the butt
transition,
on our
though. Like, that's a reasonable transition. He's my stepdad. I want to kill him. That's fine. Next, what was the next one?
and then
Hey.
now he's back to
Daddy's back. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, hey, at least I didn't let a succubus onto our ship.
It is true, although Snodlers is still really sad about that.
Yeah, if there was only a paladin on board that can do divine sense if he was told.
If only there was Snodlers that didn't actually see that it was a demon.
That too.
I love how it's so great too. Everyone just tells Vossen like, "Hey Vossen, this is my secret." And Vossen's like, "Cool."
So part of that was like, as described in text, I thought it was a child demon succubus.
Oh.
So like, I was like, oh, all right, cool, like not a big deal. And then he was like, and then it's disemboweling. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I should have described that when you saw her true form that she was like adult size.
Yeah, and that was no big deal. Like notionally though, like I don't know how much I in the Underdark world would be fearing or have known much about succubus, let alone like. And then it's not like the servant was like giving off like anything more than servant vibes. Like everything still felt like it could be reasonable-esque, right?
Right.
No
true.
big deal. And so when I actually messaged him, I was like, I'm doing this because I don't know what would be considered normal, so I'm using you as a human buffer. And then we just kind of like plowed through the evening as we were discussing, and it's like, oh, too late, whatever.
Well, as soon as you pull out the gem of seeing, I was like, oh, that's just gonna that just changes the whole encounter of like, all right, well.
And that was another thing. Like, as soon as I knew it, I was going to make two decisions. Like, if she was any aggressive at all, I was going to try to banish her while she was still a kid and just have her like disappear.
Yeah.
And then that would have been hilarious. But then it also would have just screwed the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know if we were going to be getting data or if we were going to be doing anything. And like,
it's fine because then you got to deal with everyone going. What all we would see is you cast a spell and a little girl disappear and be like, "What the fuck's that?"
Yeah, exactly. It just would have been a whole different outcome.
look. Snautilus, it's fine. Either she's back in a minute because she's not evil, or she's gone forever because she's evil. We'll let the spell decide. Because banishment, if they're from another plane, they're gone forever if it lasts the whole minute.
Yeah, because I was going to do that in our Liara campaign because you wanted to really talk to the succubus. I was like, I swear to God, if they do it, I'm just going to banish her.
Yeah, so same concept. So I was like, oh, little girl, let me help you up. Banish, fuck you.
That would have been great though.
But I didn't know if we were supposed to be getting anything out of her, or like I still wanted to be able to get the opportunity to talk to her, and I thought we were going to be able to do that. But then literally, Valsa and I were talking that whole time about what we should do. And if we should talk about it, and then it's like, and then the next morning, I was like, well, all right, never mind.
Yeah,
you like fast tracked it. You're like, quick, go.
I was like, I don't know how they're gonna play this out. I'm like, well, I didn't want to spend too much time.
We were literally talking as we were going to bed. I was like, we can confront them right now. And he's like, yeah, I guess. And then you're like, all right. And then you guys go to another room. I'm like, well, let's just go for this.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be that big of a deal. It's just a baby suck you. Oh God.
It was meant to be just a fun random encounter, and it was actually pretty fun. I like how you guys played that. It was pretty fun. Anytime those sort of encounters are not really meant to be like super challenging, like the Chimera encounter or the succubus, but I just like those because that was fun. But now there's Jason with the eye of seeing is like, God damn it.
Because I don't know what I don't know. Like, I'm going to see things, and then I'm going to bounce them against someone. Like, if I went to Yuri, it would have been, let's kill it. If I went to Meglar, it would have been, just kill it. If I went to Vitoris, I don't think anything would have changed. Like, if I went to, it was like Hector, or, and I hate the fact that Black Sarge is always listed as Black Sarge because I don't remember your in-game name. So,
Kolos.
Can you please just change it in Discord?
I can't. You didn't give me permission.
Oh, shit! No, you can change your own name.
They can't.
Wait, what?
In Discord?
Yeah.
No, in Roll20.
Oh yeah,
Roll20 do it. Just do it in Discord. Right click on your name in Discord.
You can do it in both.
Right click on Discord and say Edit Server Profile.
Okay.
And then in Roll20, you can also do it by personalization and display. But like that's why I have a hard time with everyone's names because I'm like, some of you are fake names.
That's why I wanted to make all mine match because I do the same
there
thing.
We go.
Like reference the.
Oh, thank God! That will help me so much.
Yeah,
because I look at Discord.
See, I don't look at Discord at all. I just look at the Roll20, everybody's icons at the bottom to remember names. So same thing. I see Black Sarge, but like Kolos, for some reason, I'm just used to seeing his avatar. Like, oh, that's Kolos.
Yeah.
Well, you can do the same thing in Saltmarsh and display name.
I changed them both.
Nice.
Oh, thank God. All right, that's going to help me unreasonably. Now I'm not going to be like, and that one guy.
Well, that's why occasionally I get fucked up because it says Black Sarge. Like, that's the Paladin. I'll say the Paladin.
The Paladin works.
But yeah, so like I didn't know if I asked the Paladin, it would have been a demon and it would have been evil. Like I was